that okay? That's fine.
Drip it.
Drip it? Drip it. So once I get one rail off, I'll have a
Shit. Whoa.
stencil.
Oh, that is not what that sounded like behind me. I was a little worried.
I'll leave the area that way.
I think it was.
Sounded like a fucking slide going back. I was like, didn't do it.
701.
Yeah, it's on. We're on. We're live.
We're on? Are we?
Listen here.
We're ish.
Picking corn out of my teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Hey, by the way, we're live. Don't let everybody know that you also have teeth that get corn in them.
Oh, wow. Like everyone else?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, am I supposed to let them know I have teeth?
No.
No. Put them back. Put them away.
Pretend like you're from Martinsville.
Whoa!
That's Tucson life down there.
Ads.
Is it monetized? Oh, there's ads then. Sorry. My bad.
I'm waiting. We haven't.
There's 5 people in here.
He hasn't come up live yet.
That's stupid.
Okay, I'll just start. Oh, there it is.
William, good evening.
Hello. Alright.
Yep, I get Domino's. I get Domino's a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I must think I like pizza, which I do.
I mean, I do like some pizza.
Yeah.
Did I send you guys that thing from Giano's or some shit in Chicago? They make deep dish.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
No.
I did, right?
I don't really care for deep dish pizza, but that looked delicious.
Did they take? I thought I sent it to you too. Maybe I didn't.
Maybe
Sorry,
you didn't. I don't
I
know.
maybe have just.
Hey, Rob.
I maybe sent it to you, thinking I sent it to Matt Jordan, Doug Matt Jordan, or whatever that.
Right.
Let's say deep dish, right? Like let's say 14-inch. Okay, they take a sausage ball like this big, and put it in a press, and just keep pressing it until it's the size of the goddamn pizza.
Holy crap.
Roll it up, and then they put it on the edge and roll it out on the pizza. So the whole thing is a sausage patty,
Yeah.
and then cover it with cheese. Oh man,
Sounds.
that looked amazeballs.
Jason? Hey guys, in Liar 1.
Liar one. I don't have any.
Bill, good evening.
Hey, there's all the chats.
Heyo.
Finally, they caught up. Hello, Eric.
Fella.
He says, "What's up, guys and fellow tubers? What's happening?"
You know, just chillaxing.
Jason Sutter. You know, from Need for Speed, the movie. Hey, guys, and Liar One. That's from Need.
Yeah, I'm figuring it out. I figure
I have
I'm
yet to
Liar
see that. I have not seen that yet.
Ooh,
I have gifts
Ooh.
Heyo.
from Cody.
Ooh.
Sick.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
He's not in here yet, is he?
Nice.
He is not.
BFDT. I like the. Well, he's not even here.
No.
I'll tell him.
So save your comments.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I really like this.
That looks really nice.
Yeah. Whoever did his jazz did a really good job.
William says he has a newfound hate for Marketplace. I hate to sell anything on it now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same. I think I'm gonna take my eBay store subscription away. I don't sell enough on it, and it's $30 or $29 a month or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, screw that.
Yes, Rob, that's the 6% lockout piece.
These are. We paid high dollar.
It looks
for those,
really nice.
So.
Bull Rope RC.
Bull Rope. Yep,
Whoa.
what's up?
Look out.
Newbie.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen him on here.
I don't think so.
Craig, you missed my crawler doing the boot scooting boogie, says William.
I was actually impressed with what that thing did, not knowing where the ass in was going.
Right.
Yeah. I would agree.
I
William,
bet,
I
I
think.
bet it will be fixed before next time.
Well, I think you did a really good job driving a truck that was probably very unpredictable.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Go left. And the ass says, no, I'm going right.
Yeah.
Which Andre said he was working on a different servo mount for it that would triangulate the uppers. So I told him what I would probably do is build a link across the two mounts and build you some upper, like triangulate the uppers
Just
at
the
the
uppers.
chassis.
Outside the chassis rails. Right? 'Cause isn't everything was bolted to the inside of the chassis?
Yeah, and they're vertical.
So if you took the uppers and just put them outside, that would help.
I mean, it would help, but I don't know that.
You couldn't do that, right? You couldn't put the uppers on the outside?
Why not?
He wasn't running the vertical.
I thought we
bolts
brought it up.
style, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, he was. Okay, then my bad.
I thought we discussed that, and he couldn't do it for some reason.
Then he would have to triangulate it on the rear end. Yeah. Rob says, "I need that. I have the other one." William
Yeah,
says.
oh, go ahead.
William says his left leg felt the pain of the stick. I feel. He fell into a stick. He modded a file I have, going to see if it works.
Nice.
Cool. Yep, good deal.
Nice.
If not, I would just triangulate those uppers at the chassis.
Did Jordan mention triangulating the uppers?
I did.
At the chassis.
You can at the chassis if you want.
That is how I would do it.
We're aware. Yeah,
Brazen Brett, good evening.
I wouldn't. I think I would go with a different mount in the front, but that's just me.
It's in the rear.
However you want to call it. I would go with a different mount.
The one that's straight.
Yeah.
Replace.
I don't like servo on top in general. Like I think it's just so much to me. Especially, okay, you've already got the axle you're kind of watching go in the chassis and all that. Now you put a brick on top of it, and not only can it go up and down, it can go, well, Williams went like this. It can go at angles. Like I just,
It was waving.
yeah, I would rather have the triangulation, kind of like what you said. But was his F10 based?
I couldn't tell you if it was F10 or 44s.
Yes, it was F10.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I thought. Man.
Yes.
Yeah, I would just use the regular mount for BTA.
Craig said, Matt, I searched for your donation post, but I couldn't find it. Can you tell us again what we can donate? I have a few transmitters and maybe receivers and a couple of motors and servos.
So I talked to Glenn yesterday, actually. Anything that you guys have, it doesn't even have to be crawler related. I asked him, he said it's mainly crawlers, but he does do some bashers depending on what he gets or whatever. He needs axles, transmissions, and electronics. He has a bunch of chassis, a bunch of wheels and tires, but he'll take anything. And you can give it to me whenever we're there, and I will make sure to give it to him. There'll be plenty of pictures, that way you know I'm not just collecting random ass parts for crawlers just for no reason. Huh?
Building trucks to donate? Or what's
Yeah, Glenn has Appalachian RCs for kids.
that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what, when we were at Beat the Creek, I gave him something. What did I end up giving him?
A truck?
I did give him a truck, right? Because I gave him an Enduro, and then I also gave Don, an Enduro, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So, anyway,
But Fish and Bill was also in play somewhere in that.
that was the 28 scale guys when they bought like 40 of those and just were giving them away.
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, he was giving those away.
Yeah.
Random kids.
Him and Glenn bought like a case of them
Yeah.
from Kirby.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't know how he picks the kids or anything like that. All I know is he builds trucks, give them to kids that either can't afford trucks, have parents that don't really know where to start, etc., etc. I haven't gotten that far, honestly. Glenn is a super good guy. If Glenn told me I'm giving this to kids, I have zero reasons, and I'm sure these two would agree. I have zero reason to believe that those trucks would go anywhere other than to the kids that he has chosen to give
In
them
fact, I
to.
know for sure I have a set of element axles that he can have.
He would thoroughly appreciate
Yep.
One guy said he's got some stock VP electronics he can send down.
it. 100%. I'm sure he would take them.
William said if you're not in a big hurry, I may have extra radios also when I start cleaning out stuff. So
Go ahead.
it's ongoing. So I mean, he's been doing this for at least a couple years that
Yeah.
I know of. So yeah, it doesn't have to be tomorrow.
At this point, I see Glenn twice a year, roughly. We see him at Rocktober and we see him at Beat the Creek.
Yeah.
So what the plan is for now would be to take everything that we get to Rocktober, give him a tote of parts or a truck and whatever, and then I'll collect parts for him. So ongoing, if you have stuff, I mean, obviously we're not trying to give kids a bunch of garbage, but takeout electronics are a really good starting point. Like this truck runs, it has drag brake. I mean, you can't really ask much more than that.
Right.
You can, I guess, but
What's up, Jake?
I think that's an awesome start for basically whatever he wants to put together.
Yeah. Jake, the taco guy.
Yep.
Hello.
Hey, were you paintballing yesterday? Because that place was packed yesterday.
Just balling.
Or just balling.
I thought of Jake yesterday when I got my my truck Ford Glen.
Yeah.
Man, that thing is something. Were you there whenever I realized that the Power Master body was painted with actual paint and not Lexington?
Yes.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll be going to Glen because that's basically garbage at this point.
You pounded enough you could repaint it.
I did do a good job of that. I don't know what it is though, and I don't want to hurt the Lexan, so I thought about stripping it and then just giving it to Fish and Bill while we were down there.
Brake clean. Or no, brake fluid.
Right. I've heard of that, but I heard
I've never tried it.
I heard it makes the Lexan brittle.
Oh, does it? Okay.
That's what I've heard.
So I believe that. I've also used nitro fuel.
I've heard that.
Which is so weird. Like something that you burn is also something that takes the paint off the inside of the body, which is where all the nitro fuel spills. It's an interesting
But it's a different paint.
paint.
Yes.
Different paint.
It's a different paint than what you would use for... Is there like a special paint that you have to use on nitro cars?
I've never.
What was that?
Is there a special paint that you have to use when painting bodies for nitro cars? Versus what it's same as...
Yeah, it's just
same.
it's polycarbonate.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I thought it
I've
was-
never used anything
What the hell
special.
do you call that shit? What's the paint called that's Lexan friendly?
Isn't it polycarbonate?
It says polycarbonate on it.
It's for polycarbonate. That's
Yeah.
what Lexan is. I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know.
Anywho,
To Maya, this says safe for polycarbonate.
dude, I don't use too much paint anymore.
No, I like Traxxas. They got good paint.
Especially for the money.
Yeah.
I made a video a couple weeks ago about that. Like, I got a freaking can when we got stuck in the XJ. I got a can of black like this big, and it was like $18. It's, dude, I bet it's 4 of those Tamiya cans, and those are like $12 a piece. Ridiculous. When we got stuck in the
They
XJ.
spray a little better too if you heat them up with the torch. A little more
Oh, I don't
pressure.
need to do that. They're in my garage.
I've only done it once.
They're
but
150
fine.
degrees by far.
Yeah, just sitting out there. Yeah.
Craig said, wish I would have or could have met Brazen Brett yesterday. Also, Brett, any suggestions for sliders for the flatline?
The Flatline has sliders available, I think. I have to think about that. Which one? Maybe not.
And then
I know there was a link for links for the flatline.
There's a link for the hard line for front links. I know that much. Because that's what that is.
Well, I saw Brett in here earlier. He can.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he chimed in a few minutes ago. Craig said, how do you guys know Jeremy? I saw he ran Jordan's Horror Optic yesterday. So
We met on Facebook Marketplace.
yeah, he was looking for RC crawlers, and I was like, hey, I've got one. Do you want to go with me, ride with me, and hang out with me for the day? And
That's so weird.
Me.
It's weird when you put it like that. You're like, do you want to be my new friend?
that's
Right.
not how it happened at all, though. So I believe I know Jeremy. I don't think I knew him before him and my dad went, or they had some classes together.
That's right. I forgot you knew him before that.
Ultimately through Jeep things. Yeah, same difference.
Sounds like gay sex to me.
Jake asked if I got rid of my junk vehicles. No, I did not. Because I don't know what junk vehicle they were referring to.
I bet it was the white Jeep.
But realistically, if you're somebody that is always on the lookout for junk vehicles, what part of that XJ says, They want to sell it for scrap price.
Oh, I was just joking. Honestly, I don't know.
I mean, they might just be looking at the next
As a guy that knows a lot of those guys, I think it's just that guy has 5 cars. Here's a pamphlet. If you come across something, think of me, kind of thing.
Maybe he can't get rid of them. I can help.
Yeah, basically. You pay me, and I'll get rid of your car. Because that's all my cousin does now.
I may have a couple of those sitting in my room.
Part of me just wants to call it every day and be like, hey, do you want to buy my junk vehicle? Yeah, what do you got? Well, I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah. You left it.
We were very upset about
Jordan, will you stop calling us, damn it? No, fuck you.
You seem like this guy has tripped your trigger.
He did. Because it's not like he just drove down the street and threw one of these in everyone's mailbox.
Like I said, in
You were
all,
targeted.
I get what you're saying. Now, to play devil's advocate, possibly he just thinks, oh, this guy was driving an XJ, has a, whatever, and now doesn't know what to do with it, or maybe something's wrong with it. He doesn't know. What the hell? It's probably a receipt. Probably a Starbucks receipt that was tax deductible. It's all in my pocket.
Was.
It was. It's wads of lint.
Brett said, flatline sliders, I would probably get whatever SCX based sliders you like and just open up the mounting holes a tad to bolt them on.
I run the, I don't know if you can get them anymore because I don't think Reefs makes them. But I know on my flatline, on my Class 0, I run Reefs. Aluminium. I must say, I do enjoy my brazen scale chassis. I have 3 that I know of. 4, technically. I was honestly surprised that Brett didn't say anything about that metal one that I've been carrying around for a year. That I'm pretty sure is an old brazen. I can't remember what it's called.
Is it an old high-low?
Might be a high-low.
Maybe. It's got real big arches. I got it from... God only knows, but I don't even know. I'm not even going to guess.
William says, next time Jordan drives the Jeep to the comp, we need to put one of those flyers on his windshield.
Gosh, rather you didn't.
Can we do it after it overheats and sits in the parking lot?
Yeah, that probably won't be driven up there until you replace the sensor.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though. It gave us a good reason to, bond with each other over some questionable Chinese food. Or, what was that? Was that Chinese food?
Yeah.
What was that? Korean? The one right there by, NDRC.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, but...
Yeah. Dude, I used to, every Saturday night, dude, that was my dinner.
While we
when
were
I went up there racing,
Yep.
yes.
General
Heck
Tso's-
yes.
General Tso's chicken
Brett
feet?
said the OG high-low that we had sitting on the table?
Yeah, that one. Yep.
I always did the house special because you got chicken, steak, and shrimp.
Ooh.
Good evening, Abner.
Hello.
Jake said, hi, Brett. Haven't seen you since the NWI TTC days.
Sounds like Joseph.
Rob asked, how do you like the F10s on the optic? I thought about doing that.
I liked it a lot better.
Because you're narrower.
Yeah, you do lose a little stability, obviously, but I weighted the wheels, and I think that offset it. I think that offset it plus made it better. And going narrower with the 12-inch gate is much, much easier to... It's much more forgiving, I guess is what I should say. If I wasn't lined up perfectly, it would still pull itself back over, or it wasn't that big of a deal. Where when you're 11 inches wide in a 4-inch gate.
I did enjoy that everyone else is running pretty much a stock optic, maybe shorten a little wheelbase or something. Matt has F10s under it. He's got dual dig.
One day you'll learn. If you give me an open book of these are the things you can do, I'm going to check every box.
Going to do it.
I'm going to give myself every opportunity to do better because there are days that I have to use the truck to make up for my driving.
I think digging this at a minimum.
Yeah. I couldn't
That's for the next one.
I couldn't get the
Next person's problem.
layout to do the front or to do the burn. There's just too much stuff stuffed inside it.
So what do you just had the rear dig?
Yeah, I just had dig. Because the battery sits here, and even though I was using that tiny battery, it won't let you move it. Because you've only got so much space. I mean, you've got to use tiny little shits.
Yeah.
William says, was Jordan's the only stock-ish one yesterday?
I don't know.
No, I think
I guess I don't know what everyone else was running.
Yeah, you're just blowing.
I think Brett's was stock too. I think his was stock, electronics, servo, everything.
balls. That's not.
Yeah, he says his H10 was box stock.
I thought so.
I really cranked that one in there. It was
You cranked your hog?
yeah, cranked the hog in there.
Watch out for those clippings.
Clippings.
So I talked to my grandma today because
Yeah.
she watches Sloan on Mondays,
Okay.
and I was like, "Hey, you gonna watch the live tonight?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "All right." She goes, "You know, but sometimes I don't know what to comment and I don't know what to say, so I just sit there and I don't say anything."
Just say hi.
Yeah, and that's what I said. She goes, "Well, half the time I don't know what you guys are talking about," and I was like, "Well, half the time we don't know what we're talking about." So, fair enough. But when I said Clibbins, I immediately thought of that because she obviously has no idea what the hell
Right?
Clibbins and gobbles and all that stuff is. Gobbles.
I love it.
Yeah, if you take that apart, it's a lot easier to work on.
Yeah,
Oh dang.
yeah.
Yeah, it opened it all up.
I still took the top off because I wanted to see how the cage was going because, like I said, it gets very tight in there. So I needed the panels over here because I've got my Mamba sitting right here. Speaking of which, I need to order more batteries. I was 0 out of 10 impressed with those little 450s yesterday.
Was it cutting out?
Yeah, I just didn't have the balls to. Well, and also, I don't know how old they were since I got them from Jason. I mean, I bought them the day after I got married, so right after Christmas. He said he hadn't run a comp in 2 years or whatever. So I don't know how long they've been sitting there and how long or how good they really are.
Mm-hmm.
But I know for me personally, usually using 450 is going to be pushing it. That's just not enough milliamp for the old trigger finger.
Yeah. See, but I have 350s for my comp truck.
Yeah, there's no way. I would end up at gate 7.
Jeremy said from Your Done RC, he's the one that's got my the green and gray red dot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He said, since I can't sell my H10 axles, I keep thinking about making my first optic 4-wheel steer. I don't dislike that idea.
I don't dislike that idea. I have, what do we want to say here? I've not been shocked. I think it's interesting to watch the optic part out, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's going as red hot as what I think some people thought it would.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's whatever, but I don't think it made the splash that it was kind of supposed to.
I'd agree with
It's just me. It is a very versatile truck. I'll give it that.
Dakota, what's up?
Hey there, fella. But I think it lands in Wraith territory where it's not really a trail truck. Kind of is. It's also like not a comp truck, I don't know. Maybe that's just regional for us too. Maybe it would work better like as a U4 out in Colorado. You know what I'm saying? With
Yeah.
the stupid little number wings that I immediately took off and threw away.
I have mine somewhere.
I don't know. And I'm not trying to be hateful.
I think ultimately it comes back to what we've talked about several times with them is if I'm gonna go drive a buggy,
yeah,
I'm grabbing one that I built
yeah.
that doesn't look like the other 14 of them that were sitting out there yesterday.
That's fair. That's fair.
Matt says, Craig says, Matt, are you doing another bug body?
Okay. So yeah, yes. Okay, so this is a little thing that I got from Andre. I showed off, I don't know, a couple months ago, whatever. And I bought a Tamiya bug body for it. And, well, it's not a Tamiya. It's actually a knockoff Tamiya from Amazon. And it comes with no window masks, no decals, anything. So I'm making my own window masks. And I don't know how I'm going to paint it. Before anybody says anything, I refuse to paint it like Herbie. So we'll just skip right the hell over that.
Out of ideas. Out of ideas.
Yeah.
What about instead of being a K10, you could do the browns, like everyone wants me to paint my K10 on your bug.
Yeah. I never said it.
I think I've seen something
Fall
similar
Guys?
like
Fall
that.
Guy.
Yeah.
Fall Guy Browns?
Yeah, like the rest of the body, like light brown with these.
That sounds like Deanosaur. We introduced Jordan to the Deanosaur Jurassic Park today. And if you don't know what that is, I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, I don't know how to look it up.
Don't waste your time googling it.
Doug and I think it's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I mean, how can you hear one of the things and not do rar?
Yeah, or Howard. I also have a little thing with my oldest daughter. We kind of do it back and forth to each other, so it's funny to me regardless. But
Dakota's in the house. Hello, Dakota.
I thought you already said that.
Oh. Rich Payton, hello.
Oh, hello, sir.
He says, did I see the pineapple?
Yeah, it was out there
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday, yes.
Yep.
I was like, no, I didn't bring it right. Yep. I
Chris-
knew. Oh,
Go ahead.
WeRock usually doesn't last that long, so I brought a couple trucks just to kind of mess around with afterwards. Because I'm already there. It takes me almost an hour to get there. I might as well make my time up there worth it.
Brett says, giving away my Severets. I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Secrets?
Oh, secrets here, but people are selling optic takeoff wheels and tire sets for $30 a set. So I bought 4 sets now, just for the tires.
God dang.
William Chandler says maybe a class 3 style truck. I think he's talking about the set of axles someone was talking about.
Oh, they shins?
Yeah.
Brett, what foams are you running in your Yokohamas? 'Cause
Foamy.
I cannot get
The squishy type.
Yeah, they go.
something.
You're done, RC. I only have spare H10 axles because I made my second optic F10 mullet. Dakota says I gave Glenn the Recluse cage in exchange for him to put cappers on the CXT.
What?
And finish it for him.
God damn, that's an expensive set of axle installations. You do you. Whatever.
William says that bug you had out yesterday looked great in the sun.
Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
it did.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Dakota says he's pissed because first bought that from you, Matt. Glenn said, well, that'll be mine eventually. I just have to wait it out. He wasn't wrong.
He was not wrong.
Brett says Vanquish 2-stage.
I thought about grabbing a set of them.
I haven't needed to buy more foams yet. Or else.
That's what's in them.
Yeah, see, those feel good.
I don't know, because I have the 3D foams in the front of my Pro Mod,
Damn right.
and they fold in, they wrinkle, like, I cannot get them to remotely stay in place.
Haven't I said
Yes,
a few times?
you have, but I haven't had a chance to do that.
Talk about the ones that you put on your optic
What are you
yesterday.
doing right now?
Taking apart this lovely truck.
Yeah.
Was that the ones you had on the optic yesterday? Is that what you're talking about? Because it would
the
folded over
the one
and it's
that
like
had a rear wheel this wide after.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it slid over and it just stayed.
Yeah. Do you have weights in the
What's
wheel?
in?
You have lead in the wheels?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I wonder if it fell over that edge.
it does. That's why I had to Sugar mine in, or E6000 in, because you have to stretch it, and then as soon as it slides over, that hole shrinks back down and it won't go back. You've got to, like, especially on the printed ones, you have to pull on that bitch.
You should cut a groove.
The lead's this wide. It's literally as wide
Oh, is
as
it?
that
Oh,
whole,
okay.
whole ring.
Gotcha.
So and on the Pro Mod, the fronts are printed, and then I think it's Proline or CIs in the rear.
Yeah.
And the rears do better than the fronts. The fronts are all over the place.
Yeah. Well,
Brett
I mean,
says,
there's
"Is
steering.
his rubber firm enough for you?" William says, "Jordan, you need to try a set of his." Dakota said he's tired of looking at it apart, and he wanted the other Recluse, and he's cheap and wanted to trade shit, and I don't want more shit. Hey, as long as both parties are happy at the end.
Yeah. I mean, you could have just
That's a good
shipped it to PO Box 53 and and I would put it together on a video and everything, but it's fine. That's whatever.
Rob's thinking of doing the final points comp in October on the 13th, and last WeRock on the 27th. Gives him a chance to maybe try to go to Crawlapalooza.
Yeah. Did I invite you guys to the Hooter Hollow or something like that? The guy that was in Missouri?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
In September?
Well, so you
in October.
invited us to
okay.
the off-road park or whatever.
Right. Yeah, he runs a like 500-acre full-size park. And then he had a post on Casual Customs or Fish and Bill, one or the other. And it was like, I'm gonna make the biggest, baddest RC fest. And I was like,
Yep,
I
saw
admire
that.
your aspirations, but getting larger than Rocktober, which is the week before.
Yeah, your timing sucks.
Yeah. You didn't plan this well. Probably didn't do the research you needed to do.
Yeah.
But he's talking about it was like truck pulls, tug of war, crawling, monster trucks, like, which I think is super cool. But like I told him, anybody that's east of him is probably going to Rocktober and making 2 weekends in a row of going out of town. A lot of people are not going to be able to do that. Which sucks, because I was looking at it and, kind of watching his comments. I was like, well, this looks like a pretty cool thing to do, but idea. How about this? How about I paint this like that one? Or is that stupid?
What?
How about I paint this one like that one? Like have little matching bugs.
Give me any dollar bit.
No.
Jeez.
Fuck, that one is really dumb.
Chew it with your teeth?
I'll grab you a different one.
He's just over there.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm waiting for it to go through, and it's not going through.
That's an old one. I forgot that.
It's fine. Oh, I thought you were going back there too, and I was like,
No,
well,
just waiting. So I'm changing over my stance aluminum rails to carbon fiber VRD rails. And I have a hole I have to mount for my rear body mount.
there's a person in your driveway. I was reading comments and
There's a person in your driveway.
Ring told me there's a person in your driveway.
There's a person in my driveway?
Yeah.
I think that person just came in the house.
You just let random people in your house?
It's Haley.
You just let random people in your house?
She's not exactly a rando.
I mean, I guess.
Not random, just weird.
I don't think any of the three of us have any kind of leg to stand on to call anyone weird.
No, not at all.
As we're down here talking to the internet, playing with toy trucks.
I don't see the issue.
What's the problem?
Your point being what? So, speaking of, sorry to backdate it, square body things. Have you enjoyed your new sheet that I gave you? And looked at it and things? Or did you just throw it down here and say, the hell with it? Or?
Well, I literally brought it down here when we came down here.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I did not know that.
Because I came in or got home yesterday and set everything in the garage, and it's where it lived.
Gotcha. That's where it lived.
Yep.
Gotcha. So if you joined us last week, I did ask. There will be no random dumb girls falling down the stairs this week. She didn't come over.
True.
There's still a chance of Haley falling down the stairs.
I hope not.
I mean, I hope not too.
I'm responsible for those medical bills. She does think that she broke her toe, though. We discussed
Yeah.
that at dinner.
You did?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I missed that part.
We must have discussed it before.
Before I got here, yeah. Dakota says the last time he was in here and joked about you finishing it, you didn't want to, young Matt.
Was I being serious?
That is.
You
that is a
gotta
valid
take that
question.
into account.
If
I
you're
just-
serious at the time.
Was I just messing with you, or was I being for real? Because if you haven't figured out by now, about 97% of the things that come out of my face are just me being a sarcastic asshole. I don't even know what my plan is here. I'm just. I see
Dakota
other
said you
people
could have
do it.
finished it up and had it looking cool.
I could have. I definitely could have.
Oh, Crawlapalooza. Brett and Rob were talking about
Yeah.
one guy picking up the other. Craig says those dates work for him. Colts are away those days, on those Sundays.
Sports things.
Appalachian, I finally got all my parts in today, so finished rebuilding the original Tamiya Bruiser he had given to him. That's awesome. Anyway, just an original Bruiser. Dakota says he needs to figure out if the dates work out for him, and if they do, hopefully he'll be at Rocktober.
Nice. It's
Dakota-
always wonderful to see your beautiful face.
He says, no, you had said you had a lot of stuff going on or something along those lines.
Oh.
I wasn't going to pester you about it.
Oh, well, that was your first mistake. Everybody else does. Might as well.
Rob, earlier you said you were talking about the final points comp. Is that for the 2 Pro? Is that why we haven't seen the... I thought the last one was this past weekend. No?
That's only August.
Oh, okay. I don't know why someone said that this weekend was the last weekend, not this past
Well,
one.
the problem is you're listening to people.
No, Rob said this was the last. The last of them before like the drops start kicking in.
Mattering.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So how? Okay.
So
So
you're
how is
saying
that
there's a
gonna? How is that gonna work? By the way, Rob. Are you going to just do the math every week of lowest score, dropping that, and then going, or are you gonna add it all together and then do the last scores at the end? Or
I
how?
don't think he's figured that out yet.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. That's a lot of.
I think if you
a lot of
look at
math.
everyone's scores on a certain date and then drop their lowest to lowest 3, whatever we're dropping, and then add up the scores, and that would be standings, correct?
Correct. But what I'm saying is, so we're doing 7 and we're at 5.
Right.
So next month or this month, however you want to call it, when we have our comp,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you're gonna have 6. So is he doing that math for both months now? So is he going 6 and dropping this one and then this is your score? Or is he just adding it all up and he'll drop the lowest 2 at the end?
I'd say at the very end,
That's what I'm saying.
because you'll
Because
have
like,
some people that are there and have zeros,
right.
so those would be dropped.
I think I got what I was trying to say out.
No, I guess it would be their highest score.
Right.
Would be dropped. Rob will figure it out. I got faith in Rob.
I do.
Well, if you have a 0, like
That's a good thing.
That's
no, so his points. The way he did points was like if you finish first this month, you got like 100 points or whatever.
Okay.
Second place got 99 points.
yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
if you had
so
a-
it's not
if
your
you-
actual points. It's
No.
Okay, got it.
No, so it doesn't matter how good you do month to month. You just have to be better than everyone else that month.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Rob's doing all the math.
Rob's got the maths.
So that's what I'm saying is
And
like,
as somebody that loves maths, I don't envy him one
At
bit.
all. Yep. Yep, Rob says he loves maths. Dakota says also Glenn was stoked on seeing those super shafties on the CXT.
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, he said
I mean,
they look nice.
You know what we
on
don't
it.
have? The little summer breeze. You got the summer breeze
Do
too?
you need it? I don't need grab it.
Rob says no, he'll redo the scores every comp and drop your worst score.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
I mean, it really will not
Hey, I
matter.
missed it.
Which I guess
Mr. Colorado guy's here.
Hey there, fella.
if next month he'll drop whatever the worst one is,
Right.
and so like he can keep that, and because that's going to be your absolute worst one.
No, it won't. If you really super suck it.
Not if you suck the last
next
two.
month, right? Or no, it would be your absolute because then you're only going to do better or. Yeah.
Yeah, so next
Because that one
month,
would still drop no
the
matter
sixth
what.
one he'll drop the absolute worst, even if that's your sixth comp,
Right.
and then
The seventh would
the
be.
seventh one, if that's your worst, then he'll drop that score or one other.
I'm glad I'm not figuring it out.
Yeah,
Me too.
I don't think it'll be that.
I'm far too stupid for all these
You're
things.
looking there.
What am I getting?
The fan.
Oh yeah.
Summer breeze makes me feel fine.
The doctor is here.
Hello.
He says, I'll say hi. I sent a waving guy and a middle finger, but didn't know if you could see them. No, we can't see them. Just words.
I can't see anything. I'm blind.
Yeah. He's blind guy.
You okay?
Which blind guy I saw earlier. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if he's been commenting, but hello, welcome. Sorry about the delay.
I'm not. So, Cody is here.
Yep. He says Matt, was Andres the only one to take some video?
I took video. I did not get the stock class because my phone was dying, but I did take video. It will be out.
I saw Andres' video, but I haven't watched it yet.
Do you feel that?
Yeah, I feel it. Thank you.
I can turn it up one more.
That's okay. Thank you. You're just the best. You're just the hostess with the most.
Sorry, I'm gonna block it for a second.
Dick.
I figured I'd do it before you get used to it.
What's that smell?
I just thought the fan was on fire. So,
Wow.
Mr. Colorado Adventure Club.
Did we say hi to Dustin?
Yes.
Yeah, we were discussing.
He says middle fingers.
These look wonderful.
Yes, they do.
The card stock on top looks really good. It's very nice packaging.
It's like it hung on a shelf at a store.
Yeah. I'm sure that's
Thank you,
probably
thank
what he was
you.
hoping for.
That is where mine is at. Is
On the
In your store?
in the Middlebear store.
I'll have to put mine in the store later.
Yeah, Rob says he needs one of those, Cody.
I won't lie, my store is getting a little smaller, and I'm kind of happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got rid of a bunch of rings for that Escalade and stuff. Just like getting some like stuff off my wall. Feels good.
To get rid of some clutter.
Yeah, pretty much. Now I got some breeze.
Cody says you're welcome.
Yeah.
Yep. Brett
Yeah.
did.
Thank you, sir.
Brett did go and play. He said he took second.
You did?
Brett did.
In the optic class?
I think so. Yeah, I think he did second with his
I
stock.
thought I got second in the optic class.
Well, Brett got what he? How do you finish in unlimited?
Oh, I don't know.
I think he won unlimited and third in. Yes, he got first in for 1-9 unlimited. The placement of first, second, and third, which I guess if the podium was different heights, it would make sense. But first was in the middle because I set him. I set
You said it
ours
backwards
up
to begin with.
where it was first, second, third.
Yeah.
which made sense to me. And balancing those Pro Mods on a 2-inch triangle
Yeah.
was not fun.
Is that why you threw one of them on the ground?
Yeah, because they only balanced for so long.
Yeah, I noticed.
It was attacking.
I heard you go, oh God.
Look out.
I'm not sure I love this, to be honest. Not sure I'm feeling that.
I don't like just making masks anyway.
Huh?
I don't like just making masks anyway.
I'm not a fan, but I really, honestly, have no option.
Cody said, I'm excited to see if he builds his Pro Mod. I assume he's talking about Brett.
Oh, yeah. Same.
Speaking of Brett's truck, I was really impressed with his servo usage.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for all of our comp stuff, we're like, put the biggest, baddest servo in it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't know what servo he was running for his rear steer,
Yeah.
but it was a low profile. It was like a blue, it looked like an Amazon cased,
Really?
like our shift servos that we use
Okay.
for the twins.
Yeah.
Maybe
Is
he
what it
did
looked
that to
like.
throw you off. Maybe he's really running a badass servo, but just put like some Amazon stickers on it.
Maybe.
That's a really good idea.
Right,
honestly.
Amazon case and
I kind of like that.
But I was like, maybe I'm just doing it all wrong, and
That's also
which is
possible.
entirely possible.
there is that.
But then he had a, I forget whose it was, 500 servo for the front.
Right. I don't know.
I was just impressed.
Which, from what we run, would be on the low scale too.
Yeah.
100%. Maybe he had all the voltages. Maybe he is also a guy that goes, how high does this go?
Turn it up. Can I put more?
As Dustin goes, that only takes 9 volts. I'm like, that's cool.
That's fine. Thanks.
It's running direct power 4-cell.
Rob says he won unlimited.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the middle.
Blanca says he's very happy with his pink F10s. He figured out he chipped 3 teeth in the stock F10 straights.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Rob's excited to get his Pro Mod. Did you see Andre's mounts for the servos for the front and rear gig?
Did.
Yes.
I talked to him about those. He specifically told me these really aren't for buggies. And I was like, well, if you can hide them, they kind of do look like.
Yeah, as long as they're out of sight.
Whatever. I don't know. The interior rules kind of throw me off, but it is what it is.
So I understand, speaking of the interiors, I understand that there are single seat trucks and they have like
Here we
a
go.
giant console, but I feel like that is just fucking cheating.
Here we go.
I said it.
That's how I would do mine if I had it. In all reality.
That is how you did it.
No, I mean 1-to-1. If I was gonna do that, I'd build it just like you ever seen a mass truck, where it's basically like tunnel and then flat sheet across the top. That way I got plenty of room over here to do all sorts of activities.
William says, then Matt says it will take all the S's,
Yep.
10 volts. Fallen, hello friends.
Hey, happy birthday, sir!
Oh, yeah, happy birthday, bud. He says he's leaving work, so he'll be listening. Is it snack time yet? I need snack time.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It is not snack time.
Yeah.
Dustin says, pretty sure it's 8.4 volts. If you want to try it, I'll make you a Y adapter to run it from the pack.
I think I swapped the servos. I can't remember what I did. It doesn't matter.
It's already done.
Yeah, it's fine.
It'll work. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Mark Saxton. Hey guys, how's
Hello.
it going?
Hello.
Sounds like a new
That
name.
was the same name, right? Okay, get off.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Welcome.
Mr. Obvious. You know what ruined? You know what ruined those for me?
What's that?
Listening to comedians tell you how scripted all that stuff is. Like, they're told to ask the questions to set up the jokes.
Oh, okay.
It's just,
On the stations like that?
yeah.
Yeah.
They were talking about it, I think it was on Rogan. Well, one of them was talking about it or whatever, and they're like, yeah, I don't even do morning radio anymore because, like, it's so gross and just so, and, like, then you listen to Bob and Tom and you kind of hear it playing out. And you're like, this is just,
Like, yeah, it does.
you're like, now that I see, kind of like you see behind the curtain, you're like, this is terrible. But, anyway.
I mean, did you really think that they were all that funny?
To begin with.
Some of the episodes I have seen that. I think it's funnier when they get some of them like when Tom is talking about all his freaking OCD. That's kind of funny sometimes. It was like he was talking about how he microwaves his loofah every week one time, and I was like, what the hell?
To kill off.
The bacteria and stuff like that. Yeah, but it just.
All right.
I mean, I get it. You know, that's probably
Good evening, Scott.
the thing to do, but Scott.
Griffin.
Oh, hello, Fur.
Also, Mark said he loves the bloopers.
Thank you. That is a hit, apparently, that I
Pete B. Good
wish I
evening.
would have thought of a year and a half ago. I've been editing out all the favorite parts, apparently.
Also, for those of you that weren't there yesterday, you missed out on some cool stickers.
Yes, sir.
Courtesy of Brazen.
Yep. Also, Brett, being the nice guy he is, paid a few entries. I happen to be one of those, and I thoroughly appreciate it.
Nice.
I asked Rob how much I owed. He was like, nothing. I said, okay, cool. And I thought we were getting a rain check from last time. He said, no, Brett paid for them all. Oh. I'm going to pretend like it's a rain check because that would make me feel better about
Did you? I already cashed in my rain check.
You did?
Yeah. Yeah, because I had the whole ATM fiasco.
Oh, yeah.
So, for the. Oh, God.
It was stupid.
So I still haven't been to an ATM to determine whether or not
Jesus.
Well, for this week, Haley was, I forget where she was going. And I said, hey, do you have a debit card on you? I need cash. Which is better anyway, because then it comes out of the joint account.
Ah, there you
So
go.
it's free money. So it's like my,
I guess there's one way to look at it.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's free money.
I guess you could look at it that way.
so it was like my entry was paid for as well.
I just thought it was pretty nice. So, okay.
Hold on. Dustin said, marsupials scare me because they're fast. I miss Bob. He was the best.
Yeah, I did like Bob better. Tom just seems like a
Bob Barker?
Bob Barker. I do miss. That was my childhood right there. I'm sick watching some friggin' Price is Right. Drew, what's his doodle does not do it for me.
Talking about guys that passed away, did you realize today was 10 years for Robin Williams?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw it come across my thing and I was like, really?
So
Sure enough, I
I
looked it up.
saw something that it was him, and I don't know the other guy. He was from the original Twisters.
Twister?
Oh, Bill Paxton?
No.
No.
Dusty.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shit. What's that guy's name? He's got like a 3 name, I think.
I don't know, but it
Anyway.
was like an interview or something that they were
Okay.
doing, and they were sitting at the table, like me to you, and like they both just kind of were like looking at each other, and it was really creepy because both of them killed themselves like within 3 months of that,
Oh, damn.
and
I
so
didn't know.
like the caption was like they knew and felt it, and
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that.
and then it
Red Raph, hello, buddy.
Hello.
nope,
Okay.
not him.
No. I was gonna bring it up, but I don't think I will. I was disappointed. That's all I will say.
Part of me wanted to comment on that and be like,
I couldn't. I was still blocked from
Oh.
commenting on groups.
but I was like, at the same time, I don't want.
Logan says Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, that's it. See, 3 names.
Three names.
Yeah.
Most people have 3 names.
Yeah. But you don't go by
I know.
Doug Morris Johnson or whatever the hell your middle name is. I like Morris though.
He's the only one.
Yeah, I don't know what your middle name is, but still. Jordan Dante.
I think we said hi to Pete B earlier.
We did,
Yeah.
I believe.
He says, "Hey guys."
Hello. Yeah, then that same video also went into Chester Bennington.
Mm.
Yeah. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
And well, then Chris Cornell killed himself as well, right in that time frame. You know who Chris Cornell is?
I do,
Okay.
but I don't remember when that was.
I know that there was a conspiracy because him and Chester were anti-child abuse thing, and then
Yeah.
they both ended up dead with weird circumstances and all that stuff.
Teleguided.
Heyo.
Hey guys, sorry I was just watching Australian Olympic breakdance girl.
I don't know how the hell they got that into an Olympic sport.
That's what I was literally just saying. Like, how
So
does
did
that work?
all right? So you've seen that video of her, obviously, right? The Australian chick that.
Not really. I
It
haven't
just
seen
kind of pranced around and didn't do
Yes.
squat. Yeah.
So
Squat.
I don't know how that happened, but like there was also like,
She danced.
well, did she
No,
though?
she did.
Well, I mean,
I don't know how she.
But
got
the
anyway,
like the actual, like I guess the gold medal
this is terrible.
event,
Mm-hmm.
like it was like actual breakdancing,
Right.
like you would expect from breakdancing.
A lot of notes.
But yeah, I have no idea how that Australian chick. Other than I did see a comment that said she was genius because nobody knows who won gold in breakdancing.
I don't
Who
know.
cares?
Exactly. All you know
But
is
she's
this Australian
she's
chick.
on all the YouTubes.
She kind of moved like a Jeep with Jeep axles.
I've never watched it, so I don't know exactly how that.
Oh, it's rough.
I mean, I don't know how that gets scored anyway. It's like,
I bet it's.
and then on top
probably-
of that, the other guy is like calling out when you're repeating moves from another team. What are you supposed to do? Memorize all
Oh,
the moves
so
from
I
another
haven't-
team? Yeah. It's like the only reason I watched it is because it was on. We were watching other stuff.
Okay.
But it's like while one guy is doing his
You recorded
break dance routine or whatever,
Big boy.
the other guy was throwing up numbers 2, 3, 5, whatever,
Gang
and those were
Not
supposed
gang
to
signs.
be no. They were supposed to be like he's calling out to the judges that hey, that was a move. that-
3.
yeah, throwing out like another team did that move already. It's like how do you just know? Oh, I can't do that move because Russia already did that or whatever.
Yeah, well, I don't
It's
know.
just I thought it was stupid.
I did like the one where they were showing one of the gymnasts. What's that one chick's name? And it was like, how are we the same species? And this chick takes off from a corner, and at the very end, she jumps up, does like this double flip, twisty thing, and lands it. It's like this. And like, how are we even the same thing?
Yeah.
Like, how does that even work?
Well, it's like Simone Biles gets like 3 times her
That was
height
her. That's what her name is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on the floor.
She was high as shit.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Granted, she is like this tall.
Yeah, but still, I mean, can you jump 12 feet in the air? I
Right.
can't. What about the guy that hung his ding dong on the high jump thing?
Yeah,
So-
William said he saw a video. He saw a video of her own country making fun of her. She has a PhD in that dancing.
Yeah,
Wow.
she does.
Yeah, Rob says, which is still stupid breakdancing.
So talking about the guy that got his dick caught on the whatever that is,
High bar?
pole vault.
That was the high.
Is that the high jump?
Whatever it was.
Maybe
Pole vault. The one with the pole
Who
up and over?
cares?
Yeah.
that would be
Pole
a
vault.
Pole vault.
Yeah.
With the pole.
Yeah.
2 poles in that one. That's right.
So I saw a video today, and it was a chunkier guy, and he was out in the woods, and he's like, I used to. And there was like a down tree, and he goes, I used to just like step over it, but after I watched the pole vault, he goes, I walk around it now for safety.
I saw a thing where Pornhub offered him like $250,000 supposedly. I don't know if that was real, but
I did see something that it was a large sum of money, but it didn't have a dollar figure.
Jason says, "Hey guys, I'm back. I had to go load 35,000-pound coil."
that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Rob says there were only 3 things people remember her: the shooting guy and the pole vaulter.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't know. Some of the U.S. runners were just
Getting it.
fucking. Yeah. Yeah.
Had like a half-track lead.
yeah. They were showing.
The 4x.
Did you guys
whatever
see
it
the
was.
one where it was? I think it was Usain Bolt or something like that versus normal people. They were running like a, I don't know, 60-yard dash or something like that. And he gets out front and he's just like looking back and I wouldn't even call it jogging. He's like walking while he's looking back and these people just still, and he's just like, okay. And then he takes off real quick and wins.
Was he even there this year? Bolt?
I'm pretty sure it was him.
I don't know.
No, that was years ago.
Yeah.
I doubt he's still.
I mean, Biles
Still-
came back.
You doubt he can still run fast?
I doubt he's still competing in the Olympics.
Who knows?
Dustin says the one girl that landed doing the splits. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ow. William says, did you guys see the pole vault RC cars racing? Yes, I did see
I
that.
did see that.
Missed that.
It's like giant Mini Coopers.
Nice.
And the power walking is another dumb one. What William said.
Yeah.
And I agree.
How do
Yeah.
you?
Did you see
cannot
it?
you cannot lift the back foot until the first foot is planted or something. Yeah, there's a certain
That's what I was getting at. is
Yes.
How do you regulate what power walking
Yeah.
is versus? Okay, here's another one. Have you guys seen the thing on like YouTube and Instagram where you walk with the same arm you swing?
Yes.
I guess not.
Good God, that shit's funny.
This is just it's hard to do.
Well, you alternate. That's how
Yeah.
you do it. So there's people like walking, they're like this.
And they're like,
They look like
I'm gonna have to look that up then.
A lot of them. Have you noticed a lot of them lean back? Like they do this like weird lean back walk.
Blind guy says, let's not leave out Snoop. Yeah, 500K a day, not a bad gig. Snoop Dogg, being a NBC news host for the
Oh.
week.
yeah, he
Yeah,
he got paid a bunch of money daily, plus like all of his expenses covered. Plus,
You know,
I forget what else.
it was something stupid.
you know what's wild?
And then he
Oh, and there
performed.
was a possible bonus, depending on how well, like his views,
ratings.
It is
Ratings,
wild
yeah.
to
the
like
ratings bonus. Yeah.
know where Snoop Dogg came from, and 30 years later, this guy is hosting the Olympics, and it's like a household. I wouldn't even call it like. Good.
I love him and Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these is a felon. Yeah. It's just so
Like she was there with him at
The horse thing.
Yeah.
Which horse thing? Snoop Dogg's horse thing?
No. Although, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anywho.
All right. So there's these colors on this sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going.
This isn't the sheet I wanted.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's the 77 and 78. You whiny little bitch.
White bitch.
It's literally the,
Is that the red I wanted?
yes. It's called iridescent on this instead of poly, but it's the same.
Okay.
Why would I give you a completely useless page?
That's what I was trying to figure out. Other than like you're trying to promote me getting 47 more, and you're like, here's the start of your
No.
collection.
If you get more K10s and such, we're gonna start having a real problem with colors. Because I've already decided I'm going with that color and white on my lower dually.
What the hell?
Oh, shit.
You weren't kidding when you said cool. I'm going with the same red.
I thought the same red. I thought you were doing the neutral or just like
Yeah, I think I
polar
am.
white. Okay, so that's different. I was gonna go with like just straight red, but I don't know if I don't know. I like
Oh,
the fact
God.
that it's red, and they're two different colors, but they're both red. It's a good time.
No, my truck is red.
Yes.
Yeah, so is mine.
Yeah, that's red. Yeah, but they're two different colors. Yeah, but they're red.
No, mine is red.
Yeah.
Yours can't be.
I also thought about the brown.
Like I
But-
says, next Olympics they should get Bert and Tom hosting it.
Yeah.
Shirtless Bert with the torch.
Who the hell is Bert and Tom?
Bert
Kreischer
Kreischer.
and Tom Segura. I didn't know if that was Canadian people or what. Bert and Tom, like Bert and Ernie.
Like Bob and Tom.
Yeah.
It's the
Bert-
Canadian version.
I think Bert is, isn't he?
What?
Kreischer? I think he is Canadian.
No, he's not. He's from
No?
Florida, right?
Is he?
North Carolina.
He seems like Florida man.
I know he's the one
Is that the shirtless part?
you know
Have you
he's
listened to anything he talks about?
he's the guy that one of the National Lampoon movies is about. Which one was it? I can't remember which one it was, but that was literally about him. That dude's fucking wild. The movie he made with where like
He's
he
from
went-
Florida.
Yeah, where he went to
okay.
Russia and everything like that. Like that was a true story.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was like with the Russian mob and robbed his class on a train. That's why he's called the Machine. Because
Van Wilder.
yeah, Van Wilder. Because he didn't know Russian well enough, and he went into their room and wanted to say like, "I am whatever the hell," and he goes, "I'm the Machine," basically in Russian. So they all just started calling him the Machine. And then he drank
Okay.
with the Russian mob and robbed his classmates on a train, and it was wild.
Good times.
Good evening, Todd.
Hello, Todd.
Hi, Todd. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Same.
Go see that.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
I'm gonna do another. Thanks for joining us.
thanks for joining us on
Square Body Talk.
Square Body Talk.
Everybody talk, yeah.
You gotta talk real soft. Welcome to
Do we
Square
need
Body.
a square body to have
Welcome
square
to
body?
Square Body Talk.
Next week we'll talk about rice.
Rice?
That's nothing.
Oh. I was like, why are we square bodying rice? That doesn't make any sense. I saw the aluminum bumpers came out or the front bumper came out for the K10. Looks pretty good. So, here's
Does the oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Does the
No, you go.
Traxxas bumpers not work for this?
They do. Well, yes.
Are they the wrong bumper?
They're the right bumper. They're smaller and they look better, but they're hard to mount, I think, or something. You gotta make mounts and shit.
You have
I
to do
know.
custom things to it?
I know RC Everyday did it.
I don't
My
know.
guy says, "Don't take life too seriously. You never get out alive." Ryan Reynolds still uses that quote. He said the movie The Machine is good. It brought back the silly, ridiculous comedy movies.
Mhm.
Teleguided said I had a good time at the GCM. Even driving has a lot.
Nice.
Good deal.
He's got
Huh.
what was he building on JCM? The dually?
I think the dually.
The dually was on JCM.
Is that right, Teleguided? You got the dually on that GCM?
So
Is that the skeleton?
no, it's a
Oh, that's the
C-Max.
cheap chassis.
Yeah, Skeleton's a cheap chassis. I don't know what I want to do with that. I'm just done with it.
Just done.
Hell yeah.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Yeah, the dually.
So these two,
I think so.
neutral and red. See, I'm doing pure white. I think.
Are the reds gonna be? Are you just doing it on a K10? Or you said the dually?
Yeah, I'm doing the dually. I mean, it's a crew cab dually. Even if they're the same colors, I don't think anybody's gonna get the two mixed up.
For now.
Plus, I mean, the only other option for iridescent, because I already have a truck this color basically, so it's bright blue, which I have, but I thought about doing the new shop truck in bright blue because I already have it, or this brown. The other thought is there's a guy that has a '74 crew cab dually that's laid out that is bright blue and white, and it looks pretty good. I don't know, but I do like the brown. I just want to use metallic brown on
Brown
something.
for something.
Yeah, I think it looked good, and I think I'm gonna leave the top brown. I'm not gonna do the white on top
Okay.
because there was different trim levels of all that. Just do like a color down the middle with just the rest of the brown.
Wait, are the roofs supposed to be white?
They can be. I think that's the Silverado, I believe, like the upper, the Cheyenne, one or the other. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah. The roof is white, like on
Oh well.
Like on the
I won't be
pineapple.
going that way.
The pineapple, well, technically is white under all the brown and rust.
Scott says, Jordan, do you take the K10 apart to paint or just mask it?
Before you answer that, Craig, fuck off. He said fall guy. I assume I'll take it all back apart.
Yeah. 100%.
You're getting blown up, whatever you got going on over there.
Yeah, it's fucking Snapchat. Because instead of texting, we have to text in Snapchat.
That sounds terrible.
It is. And I'm pretty sure they're texting,
Is your wife involved in this?
yes, in 2 different Snapchat group messages.
Oh, goody.
Wow, that sounds terrible.
Twice the pain.
I wasn't going to put a gear in this, but
So it probably both started with the same fucking picture.
Dustin says, have you guys seen Harley Design's tubing bender? I watched his video earlier. It looks pretty good.
we did. We discussed it.
I sent that to Matt.
Yeah. I do like it. I think it'll be very useful. So I'll probably do sync us in things.
Moose Knuckle, good evening.
Hello.
Hello?
Damn it! I gotta get this fixed somehow.
What's wrong?
The steering link we were discussing yesterday.
Oh, okay.
That is stupid. Now that I've slammed this thing on its nuts, it hits it. It doesn't let the front fully compress.
Mm.
So, but I am thoroughly enjoying this. I took it up that bonus line yesterday that I couldn't make, and I got real shitty and about kicked everything last time over on the back thing. You know what I'm talking about?
On the backside next to the tree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I took it up that.
Did you?
Yeah, it lifted the front wheel, and I just wiggled it, and it sat right back down, and just trucked on up it. And I was
Nice.
like, cool. I should have done this 6 months ago.
Good.
Yep. I did put more weight up front. I used the heavy VP portal covers instead of the Faith ones that are in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Did do that.
Cool.
Todd said it works awesome. That bender.
Oh, nice.
Is that
So
the one we
he
had to do
built
the-
one and sold it to Rob yesterday.
Okay. Is that the way you have to print the handle part? Don't you have to print something to it? Or
Yeah,
not?
there's little parts you can print.
So that was his old one had like a printed handle.
Okay.
This one has like an angle finder on it.
Sorry, Doug.
So
I did watch the movie or the video.
I just saw it on his Instagram story or whatever. But I haven't watched the whole video on it. It was
Todd,
just,
are you going to Rocktober? Maybe you should build a couple more and take them with you there.
yeah.
If you're going.
Whip them out real quick.
Well, not real quick. He's got time.
Not really. I mean, October's not as far away as.
Month and a half.
Yeah. To build a couple tubers?
No,
Tubing
benders.
benders.
The benders.
Oh, I thought he meant. Never mind. Sorry, I can't see the comments, so I didn't know exactly what
Well,
we
we
were
were
talking
talking about the benders.
You know what? Fuck you, Doug.
Take my ball, I'm going home. Fuck this. If I want this kind of abuse, I'll get it at home.
No shit, right? Just go back
So
home.
yeah, parts to print and sync cuts in metal.
Okay.
Oops, wrong.
Craig said, I'm afraid to change anything on my class 2 until the point season is over. I assume I will have to get rid of my cheater Vanquish tires for next year.
Yeah, you should never make mid-season changes.
VXTs.
Yeah, don't ever do that.
Yeah, mid-season changes suck.
Stupid. Yeah. But in all honesty, like, I think you guys would agree that if you wouldn't have a backup set of tires, like if something changed, then like that would be very surprising. Wouldn't you? Like, what? Okay, like let's say, you like your tusks.
Okay.
Okay. They don't work for whatever reason. Would you not have a backup set?
A set of trenchers.
A backup set of tires.
I've never gotten rid of my Cam 3s.
Right. But
For the sole purpose of
We are
when
all-
my tusks
we
quit
are also
working.
hoarders, which brings us into what we were discussing earlier about how deep do you want to go in the hobby. So we were how do you want to call that, asked to discuss, kind of, it was brought up to us, whenever you have someone that comes to you and says, hey, I think RC cars are cool, I think I want to buy a crawler, where should I start, what should I do, etc. Do you just go ahead and flat out tell them, be prepared to buy 7 of them? Do you tell them where to start? What is your...
I mean, everyone's going to have their own difference of opinion.
Right. Let's say, okay, so we'll just
Yeah, narrow it down.
put it straight out. We were talking to Jeremy yesterday. This was before you got there.
Okay.
And he was like, you know, comping sounds cool. WeRock sounds cool. Yada, yada, yada. He got a base camp. Probably wants 475s. So I told him, you know, and Kevin was even saying, a base camp is what Levi uses. You can do a tire swap, immediately have a C1, C2. But then he was also talking about, you know, like, he was saying stuff about hard bodies. And I was like, well, if you want to change the body from a hard body to, you know, Alexa Indigo comping, then that's one thing as well. You can have a class 1 that can also be your class 2, vice versa. But if you also want that truck to be a trail truck to like go down and go do whatever with us or whatever, you're gonna have one truck that like is either really good at one thing and sucks at everything else, or like just is kind of half-assed across the board, right?
Yeah.
So, how do you explain that to someone without, I mean, I basically explained it to him. Well, this is how this starts. Like, you buy this and you go, oh, this doesn't do this very well. Now I need a class 2. And then you like 0. And then you start buying hard bodies. And then you're like, well, I want to go on a trail, but I don't have a truck that's cool looking hard body stuff to go with my friends that's not a class 0. So I need this other truck. Now I have a trail truck. And then then you get into buggies, and we all start building buggies, and like, some people have the discipline.
Glenn,
That's actually
perfect example.
he had one truck.
He's had one truck for years.
He also told me that is not the case a long time ago, before he got married. He said before they got together, he had a bunch of trucks, and I don't think it was her that like was like, hey, get rid of all your shit, but for whatever reason he got rid of a bunch and had one. But Glenn also doesn't comp. Glenn goes out and does trails, you know, whatever. Personally, I think it's important to, I'm not trying to put people off from doing cool things with us, or, you know, in general, but like, know that that rabbit hole is there.
Yeah.
And you think you can control it, but if you actually get serious about it, that's how you end up with 10 trucks in 4 months.
Speaking of which, Jeremy's sending me more stuff.
Right. Like, okay, here's a good example is Craig. Craig had one C2, right? Then he bought the WeRock stuff from me, and I built that cage. And then he bought another carbon,
Hang on a second, Jason.
and now he has a class 1 with the class 2 and a WeRock, and then whatever the hell else he has.
Well, so before we catch up on comments real quick.
Yeah.
So my question earlier was, so I've been helping Jeremy the last couple days, like try and figure out kind of where to get started.
What he wants.
Now that he's got a truck, and so like today I was helping him, you know, parts here and there, and so then it got me thinking, like, at what point when you're helping somebody get into the hobby, are you like, you don't need to go balls deep day one?
Right.
Because, like, I mean, at this point,
Don't look at me.
yeah, I know.
Don't need to. Yeah.
And I was very direct with him yesterday. I said, it is a rabbit hole that you go down, you learn you're into something. And then, like, for me personally, I have 7 or 8 touring cars that I have never put on the channel. I've never really done anything with, but they were touring cars from when I was a kid to, like, you know, late teens or whatever that I thought was cool, but I didn't have the money to buy all that stuff. And now I have full carbon fiber FF03Rs and, like, just for no reason. I don't even run them. They just sit on a shelf. They still have clear bodies on them. They're all carbon fiber. They look cool, but they don't do a goddamn thing. 2 of them are actually from Japan. So if you don't have that, obviously, if you're very new to RC stuff, then, you know, then again, once again, I have cool shit from 15, 20 years ago that's crawler related. I've got the Raisin and I've got the Super, you know, the Stick Clodbuster, and I've got, you know, the Recluse and all that shit, like, and the 15 Scorpions. And I'm an idiot.
If you're just getting in now, then maybe be thankful you're just getting in now.
Right. Because you didn't.
Because now you have adult money and you can buy it.
That's the thing. Like, do you have a decent job? Because this is not gonna go well if you decide you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know, like, I mean, obviously I'll continue to help Jeremy with whatever questions and whatnot, but, like, at what point do you, like, yes, you want that, but you don't necessarily need that right now.
Mhm.
Like, you don't need to,
Don't tell me what I'm gonna do.
and maybe that's the answer. Like, because he was asking about tools. Like, yeah, you can get away with a cheap dynamite set
Yeah.
for the time being, but, like, the MIPs are really
I
nice.
see it's in there.
Yeah, I know.
And then the VP ones are even nicer.
Yeah.
So, like, do you just, like, knowing what I know now, like, personally, get the better stuff now.
For tools, I
If
say
you're getting into it,
right. For tools, buy once, cry once, 100%,
yeah.
1,000%.
All right, let's catch up on some questions.
Fuck them.
So
Okay.
Jason had a dumb question
You
because
read.
it's from him. What are cut and shut? So, I don't know if you can see this. So a cut and shut is you take a tire and you cut it.
Got that. So put that-
Yeah, I didn't know they did that.
Yeah.
So you showing up
Is
a
it?
wheel with the-
Yeah.
Is it on the? So they cut open a wheel or a tire, and then you take a section from another tire and glue it together. So this was a 1.9 crawler that they've added enough material to that now it fits a 2.2 wheel,
I know, right? This one.
and so that's a cut and shut.
Make me happy.
Back
I was
before,
gonna say that's one version of a cut and shut.
that is when you hear cut and shut today, that is what people are talking about. Before, when you were using,
5 different tires to make one tire.
well, yeah, there was that. But the original cut and shuts, where people were cutting them apart and narrowing the giant monster truck tires, and which, I mean, this is more your
Correct.
scope.
So like the Kongs and stuff like that. That and also basically when Doug and I probably, I mean, we were into it a couple years before people really started just completely. So people found out sidewalls of certain tires were really good. Tread patterns of certain tires were really good. So you could take a whole set of Sedonas, for let's say, that used to be made. You'd cut the tread off of them. Then you'd have to get 6, you know, whatever, like let's say Leopards from who the hell made those things?
Panther.
Yeah, Panther. Okay, so you get a whole nother different set of tires. Now, if they're shorter, you're only going to make it 3/4 of the way around. So you cut the quarter off another tire, and you cut them. So like you would cut them around here where this line is, or up in here, however the hell you wanted to do it, basically. Sedona's had a real weird, like, thick line.
Yeah, just depending on what sidewall you wanted,
Right.
whether from the tread
Yeah.
tire or the sidewall tire.
Yeah. And once again, not to sound like back in the day Papal, but like you just literally had to, if you wanted something, you just made, I mean, you're literally cutting up 12 tires to make a set of tires, you know, whatever. But that's just
Was it Sedona Tread Moab sidewalls?
yeah. There was that one too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know where that comment was now.
Todd said he used PLA Plus for the printed parts of the bender. Craig said, William, I'm coming for you. Doug may be too far out of reach. Craig said, if that person is competing against me, I tell them to get a TRX4. So, if you're new to the hobby, don't listen to Craig.
And then just under that, tell the guy that said, I always recommend RC 4-wheel drive TF3.
That way you can buy it cheap later.
Golly. No, stay away from a 3.
Todd said, buy as many. Or wait. William said, if I drive like I did yesterday, you might have a chance. Todd said, buy as many as you can, or as many as you can hide from the boss. William said, Craig, no, tell them Red Cat.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you got a hashtag game changer.
I guess it depends on whether or not I
I
like it.
would take an Ascent. I would take an Ascent. If you're going to comp it, I'd take an Ascent over a TRX4. Because after going back and seeing TRX4's turn,
Oh, the turning kills a TRX4. Yeah.
I'm out. That shit was terrible.
Craig says, tell people to get their money ready. Spent so much money. Have 0 discipline and 0 self-control.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good combination. Yeah, Todd says, or stop walking over to Matt's table and you can have one.
I don't think you can be into anything and have one truck. Well, I guess I don't think you can be into multiple things. Like Kevin has one truck,
Mm-hmm.
but Kevin doesn't really go out and trail.
No.
Mostly because, you know, he said he can't really do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And that's nothing against Kevin. It's just, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But he has one truck and he keeps one truck. But he comes to the comps. He brings a truck 3 times a year, you know, whatever. I don't know.
Craig says he started with a carbon for class 2. Now he has a WeRock class 0, 1, 2, and a few kits that haven't been built yet. And I'm patiently waiting on that Fiero kit and sold all of my bashers except one. Dustin says it can be a cheap hobby, but it's not cheap once you get in it deep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily agree that it can be a cheap hobby. I guess it depends on what you consider cheap. I mean,
Dustin says MIP for tools. So MIP. See, I think
I think
I don't
Baker's
know.
tools are one much better, personally.
they used to be elite.
Who greased these? Jesus. What? Probably you. I don't know why I brought a locker. I clearly, well,
Don't need it?
not really.
What are you doing? Underdrive?
Yeah. So that's an NOD. So I
Okay.
need to put the gears in this and the underdrive to get the overdrive back.
Gotcha.
If they,
I mean, I like the MIPs, but they are, because I looked at them today, the 3-pack, the metric ones are $56.
might as well buy VPs.
Might as well, yeah.
So yeah.
On a scale of, okay, from here out, I would consider MIP and VP basically the same. Correct? Tool, as far as literal tool, I think what makes this better is this handle over an MIP. You can use it as a hammer. It has a bearing in it.
The bearing cap is
You
awesome.
don't
These.
realize how much
Yes.
that just is.
It is,
so
it
nice.
is very nice.
Yep.
Now, I will say I've not had any issues with the MIP tips, whether it's the speed tips or the regular one. And
Really?
no.
Maybe I'm just rough on stuff.
Mark Saxon says you guys really like Tusks, and are those 525s on the? No, those are 475s on this truck. But yes, Tusks seem to be the go-to tire in our area. I am a Trencher fan. I just recently.
For comp trucks.
Yeah, comp trucks. Yes.
Yeah.
What
the hell? What am
I've run Trenchers forever, and I just switched to Tusks
Right.
this year, and I think. I don't know. I'm still on the fence.
Do you need it?
I don't know what I was doing here. So 33.8. So that's the underdrive. What the hell is this?
Red Ref, are you down with MIP?
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
me.
you know me.
He had that in.
Craig bought the Traxxas toolkit. The couple that I use most often are pretty close to being worn out.
Dude, that thing's expensive.
Is that the big elaborate?
It's like $160 or
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah, screw that.
That's just a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a huge fish.
Snack time.
So if you're new to the channel, 8:30 is snack time, or whatever 30 it is for you.
Yeah, whatever the 30 in your area.
I'm gonna put this back here for a second. I really want to know what the hell I was doing.
And for tonight's snack time, we have cookies.
Cookies. Cookies. Nom 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 nom.
C is for cookie.
Doug, would you like another set of trenchers? I have another set already with Vanquish 2-stage foam that I'm gonna put together.
I think what was weird. Or you can go ahead, I guess.
I was just gonna say, I don't like how wide the trenchers are.
I don't like the fact that they seem like slicks. So unless the rock was very clean, I didn't really have that much luck with them. But that was a couple years, last year or something like that. And also, I will thoroughly admit, Doug can make things work better quicker than what it seems like I can. Doug's like, oh, this immediately needs this foam and these wheels, and like it makes a little bit of difference, personally.
Maybe that's why I like 105s, because it's a wider wheel to go with the wider tire.
I think the whole
I don't
setup was disgusting, but you do you. I hate everything you talked about.
Craig said, not the expensive Traxxas one, just the little one, like the little black pouch.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Call to Crawl.
Hey, fella.
He said, virgin penis feels the best in the hand. Oh, and howdy, fellas. VP.
PP.
Oh. I was so confused.
The tips are strong.
Love it.
KLRM for the win.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 years ago.
And that's how you know Dustin doesn't count.
Yeah, no joke.
Yeah. They're a great trail tire. I bet they are.
They weren't bad. I ran them down at Rocktober when we went the first time, I think.
Oh, nothing beats a set of deep woods.
Dude, I'll tell you what. That's for sure.
Those were good tires.
Yeah.
I mean, they still are. Ish.
Do you still have them?
No.
They were that good, huh?
Yeah, they were so good. I sold the pieces of shit. That's funny.
I like how you just put grease, like, you just fill the diff.
It helps the underdrive because it slows down the rear end even more. See how that works?
That would make sense if you didn't have that much grease in the front axle.
Damn. Got me. I do not. The thing, I don't want to be in these things. I mean, this is a comp truck, so it's not really gonna see water or anything, but like, in general. Oh, I need a shimmy shim.
Craig, when did you meet Dustin? He said the only time I met the doctor, he was comping.
You met him in 2021?
Dustin went to Bullring.
He did?
Yeah.
Did Craig go to the bowling?
Not the time that I went.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you guys went back without me, right?
Yes.
Or you guys went originally without me? Oh my god, that's terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and put that back in. I'm just gonna get
The new locker.
Yeah.
get these parts back here.
The $1,000 cash comp at Bullring. You were there?
Well, he didn't know us at that point in time, so. Oh,
Yeah, but he still would have been there with Kidder and
shitty
Rob.
Shitty butt fucks.
Fallen says, wait, you put grease in there? What are you looking for?
I don't know. I dropped something. Fully bearing.
Yeah, it sounded like a bearing.
Uh-oh. Got pieces?
Yeah. There's a wheel pin over here. There we go. Here. There's that.
So what else is there?
We're not sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Craig said I was there, but I didn't comp. I was brand new.
I'm pretty sure it's a 5x11. Because I'm missing one.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
it's an Indiana thing.
Thank you, sir.
It was underneath the leg of the
Gotcha.
table.
Oh, you went and watched Kidder. You met Rob that day, too. Oh.
Makes sense.
Well, I was there, too.
I wasn't.
Kidder's another one that can make things work.
Yeah. That is for sure.
When he shows up, I mean,
Yeah, I like Kidder.
I do
Like, I don't know. I guess maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm more friendly than what some people think. But like, once I make friends with somebody, like I literally enjoy seeing them. You know what I mean?
yep.
I don't know if everybody feels like that or whatever, but like when I don't see Kidder, I'm like, man, Kidder's not here. That sucks. You know what I mean?
He must be
Yeah.
on his tractor.
Must be doing plop, 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 big green tractor things. I like that one.
Those do look good.
Thank you.
Minus the swirliness of them, but...
Swirly boys are where it's at. Don't do it. Don't you do it.
It's good to see these aren't machined.
They have VP hubs on them. A and kiss.
We need to fix those. We need to
Nope.
kind of
So at this point, you gotta redo the whole face.
Nope. Not doing it.
No, not the whole face, just the center.
Oh. It goes well out into the smoke.
I know, but there's still enough smoke out there you can do it.
Here was my theory. Okay. What I have in them.
That was great. Let's do another.
What I have in them versus what they're worth technically.
$10 at this point.
Whatever. Anyway, it didn't matter. You can't sell the damn things.
Is that
for,
scrap price?
Yes. Scrap price.
Dustin said, I am horrible with names until I've met you a few times.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I greased a 10-1, it wouldn't hardly turn. So I had so much grease in it.
That's how all my trucks are.
Mark said we use portals or straights on a new crawler build. Thanks in advance. What am I doing with this crawler?
Yeah. What class? Trail.
Comp truck,
Comp.
trail truck. We need a little more info.
Trail truck, I'm going straight axles.
Yeah. Just because you don't really, I mean, it's not that deep if it doesn't make it.
Well, I'm going to go more scale on a trail truck. So
Yeah, that too. I mean, I guess that's what I was getting at, but it's not what I said.
Doug's preference on a trail truck is portals.
I still have portals.
I have both. And I like both. And if you have both, you definitely can.
I prefer straight axles.
I think they look better
Yeah.
because I've never wanted to build a Unimog.
He says comp. So then now narrow it down what class.
Yeah. And we're not trying to be difficult. This
No.
is literally like it's all going to matter. I mean, if you go to 0, you can't use portals anyway.
Yeah. That's why 0 you have to run straights.
I think a class 2 portal truck takes more to set up. That's why Jordan's works so well. It's just straight axle piece of shit.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
I set it up 3 years ago.
Right. And it works.
Newbies.
Newbies. So I'm going to assume class 2.
Yeah, that's something too.
I am, at least where we comp, I'm one of the few people still on straight axles for class 2.
See, I used to be on straight axles until this.
Same.
Everyone was straight axles pretty much
Yeah.
until,
Last week.
well, no, until the VRD.
Until
came
the
out.
VRD, the stance.
I had straight axles on this until last month. 2, 3 weeks ago, whatever it was.
So you and I and Levi were the only ones with straight axles.
Not to. How do I want to put this?
Yeah. Levi says, in the end, you'll have a truck with both. Remember, rabbit hole.
Yeah, there's that.
Todd says both them.
How do
I think just getting started,
I just do portals just because it's gonna be easier to drive.
I think so. You're going to have the clearance over some of your rocks.
Yep, and you're not gonna have to think about it as much. That's why I have portals. I got tired of getting stuck on everything for one.
And then if you go portals, then you can make it a class 1 as easily.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
as easily.
Hmm?
Nothing.
See, I used to think that I'd go straight axle because of low CG. But most of your weight in your axles is going to be out in your hub weights anyway.
So, portals are awful goddamn heavy.
Yeah,
What about these mullets? So I've never built a mullet.
me neither.
I can see the allure to one for sure. You have the front axle that's staying down with the weight and the front of the chassis down, and then you just drag the portal axle wherever the hell it goes. I can 100% see. But the problem being, 99 times out of 100, you've got to spin the portal axle backwards, which either you have to buy a transmission for, or you have to get something that you can flip the diff in, which you could just
You can,
grind this out if you wanted to. You gotta grind it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's bigger than this.
Stick it iron
Ow, fuck me!
And I was reading
there. Screw stuff.
Yeah.
So with that, you have to. It then becomes a low pinion, right?
Yeah, if you flip it over, yes, it does.
Yeah, I guess. Something like that. Oh, yeah, yeah.
But you're still above the bottom of the
Yeah.
axle, so you're good.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Craig says where we comp, there are so many breakover angles. Fucking robbing his gates.
Yeah.
If you're just getting into it, I wouldn't jump into the complexity of a mullet yet.
Yeah, there's that too.
Get accustomed to a truck with the same axles, and just drive it, learn it.
Also, location.
Location?
Always has a big, I think, personally, always has a big factor in what you're going to do.
That's all I got. It said the aluminum F10 portal housing doesn't have a pinion side.
Correct.
Which I guess you could just run third members, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then it's still going to hit the housing. It's still gonna, I'm looking at it. There's not enough room over here. You can't do this. It
You have to
doesn't.
shave it out for the ring gear regardless.
Right. That's what I was trying to say. That's what my brain says, but that's not what my
Mouth
mouth
hole.
was saying. My mouth
Put
hole.
up.
Well, no, I was just trying to figure out, like, you could figure it out to where you keep the high pinion and the plastic housing is doable. With
You can
the
do that.
aluminum third member,
Yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
Put
you-
it on a
okay.
professional milling
machine.
professional milling machine so that way your friends don't yell at you.
Or you don't have to do anything with the rear end and just get a transmission that has a reverse output for the rear.
Yeah.
See, rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just buy a trans that does that.
There's always a way to do it if you want to spend the money instead of working at it.
Yeah.
There's also ways that you can spend money even if you don't want to work at it, or you do want to work at it.
And you can also spend money and it doesn't work.
Goddamn right.
I know a guy. Did you guys get to talk with Brett any yesterday?
A little bit.
Yeah, briefly.
Balls.
Why? What do you know, Todd?
Yeah, Todd. What did you talk to him about? Rick?
Levi said we have just rocks thrown in a pile, so there are a ton of jagged edges and points sticking up.
Right.
But West Desert Wheeler has natural land where portals aren't as needed. Location is
That's really what I was getting at. Was if you're out west where all the rocks are round, kind of like what we were watching the WeRock stuff,
key. Yeah.
where everything is just it's steep, whatever, but it's just a nice round curve. Like, we don't have that. So I don't think the same view on it would be,
They have traction.
yeah, with that, there's that too, yeah. You can run Patagonias out there, so I mean, immediately you're doing better than that.
Telguide had said he bought AR-44 based reverse cut ring and pinion. It didn't work. Why didn't?
Yeah, I don't understand why.
Also, Todd said a leafer chassis.
What about it?
Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
They've had their own.
Yeah. I don't know.
The issue is when they announce them, they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like vision wheels. That way we can try on Facebook about it. Fucking crybaby asshole, man.
Eric said, also go check out a comp near you and see what guys are running and ask questions.
Yeah.
Everyone is usually always friendly.
Yeah.
That is one thing I could definitely say about crawling is which is wild to me, but still.
Craig says Patagonias are junk here, 1-1 or 110.
Oh, believe me, I know. I had a set. They didn't do jack shit. And when I say they didn't do jack shit, I mean that was rough.
Or any of Jack's family.
They didn't do jack shit.
I guess what's the point of like not helping other people?
I don't know.
We've discussed this before. That's literally just, it's just always been my mindset. It's hard to break that. Plus, it would, how do I put this?
Everyone is friendly except that Matt Bowman.
That's a freaking lie.
Oh,
B-O-L-E.
Fuck you, Craig.
Bowman with a W.
Yeah, Craig.
W.
Craig.
Craig.
What I have a problem with, and I've gone over this, it's been a while since I've said anything about it or whatever, but I have a problem with, I don't necessarily say sharing information. I don't mind sharing 90% of the answer scenario, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
If you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you how to get there. I may not tell you, oh, you also kind of got to do this. It's literally, it's just something you can't get out of my head. I don't know what it is. But if we're competing, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, I'm a little competitive and I get a little fucking hyped up.
No.
I'm not going to tell you how to build the exact same truck because I want to have that edge over you. Even if I'm technically a better driver, there are days I'm not. And I'm not going to tell you how to build a good truck also or how I'm doing things. Like, I'm not a professional by any means. But it's just, that is how I grew up motorsports wise. Of like, I'm not sharing secrets. You have to earn that. Yeah, whatever.
Todd says, I thought he was cool. It was cool to have two Jimmys together in our little rock pile.
Right? For sure.
Yeah.
8 Lug Productions says, I had fun with everyone. Hopefully you like the photos.
Yep, I liked them.
Saved a handful of them.
I didn't even know you were taking some of the pictures. I guess I was concentrating on running it, but I didn't know you took pictures of my WeRock truck, a Pro Mod. I was scrolling through and I was like, oh, pineapple, cool. And then all of a sudden I saw like 4 pictures of the Pro Mod. I was like, oh damn, nice. I like the one where the truck's sitting straight and the tire looks like this. I like that one. I'm a big fan of that. I like 75-degree turning. I think, yeah.
See that nice pretty axle?
I like it.
Dustin says, I can't help with what truck or how to set it up, but I can hook you up with some sweet charge cables.
Yes.
Yes, he can.
Fart balls. For all your charging needs. I forgot to put in the portal gears that are sitting right there.
Oh, good job.
Idiot.
So you have neutral.
Yeah. Front wheel drive. Got a Civic comp truck. Beep, beep, beep.
Craig says, you guys have always been super helpful. We try to be, Craig.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with with what Matt says. We can show you what we started with, and we can show you what we've ended with, and kind of give you a rough idea how we got there. But we're not going to sit there and say, step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Oh, don't forget while you're doing
gonna
this.
hold your hand. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying, but like,
I know
So-
what you're saying.
I don't understand the. Well, I'm not going to tell you.
Because it's a competition. In the long, long run, I am trying to beat you.
I understand that.
Will I help you? Yes. Will I help you beat me? No. That is not what I will do. I will help you figure it out. If your truck is broken, yes, I will help you and be like, hey, I think it's this. You know, like, I'm all about getting you out there to do something, but I'm not going to show you how to kick my ass. It ain't going to happen. I'm not going to be like, hey, Jordan, do you know how to punch correctly? Here, now punch me in the face. No. I'm not going to teach you how to box so you can kick my ass.
And that's probably why Jason says Doug and Jordan are more helpful.
That's okay with me.
There was an LOL.
I also think I also think, and Doug might be, and might feel the same. I don't know how you feel. I also feel maybe I'm a little bit jaded from the fact that I hate to sound papa again, but like we didn't have anybody to ask, and if you did ask, they told you to fuck off. Like, and I mean that literally.
There was definitely, like, in the start of
There was a time in RC Crawler where they were like, did your dumbass use the search function, you stupid piece of shit? And you're like, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to search for. Like,
search didn't exist.
yeah, it was rough.
Well, yeah. If you're not gonna, I'm not gonna help you if you're not gonna help yourself.
Right.
Yes.
But I'm also not gonna be like, nope. You've got to do it for the next 10 years and figure out the shit that I figured out.
That's not what I don't know. That's not what I mean, at least. I don't know. I mean, Doug's a lot nicer than I am, so there's just always that. But, and it sounds really weird. It'll turn. It's in. Promise.
I see a pin sitting here.
That was on the floor.
Okay.
I don't know
So
where that
like,
came from.
making sure the pin is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stuck the gear in there, but
Yeah, we're back and forth, I believe. See, that's good.
8Lug says I've been burning up Jordan's messages, which is probably why this conversation started.
No, it was somebody else had asked about
Yeah,
building a truck.
and I know it sounds really stupid for me to be like, I started a YouTube channel to show you how to do things, but I don't want to show you how to do things. Like, that's not what I mean.
Mark, that's an excellent idea. He says you need a T-shirt next.
Gee, wish I wouldn't have had 418 of those done. I don't know that I have any left. I'm gonna try to get some more T-shirts done before October, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. With my new non-existent overtime.
Jason says the internet didn't exist back in those days when you walked to school uphill 5 miles both ways. Yep.
It just, I mean, this whole thing didn't exist. But I'm not gonna get into that. We've done that. We've beat that dead horse 100 times.
Yeah.
You
Craig said-
beat that horse off almost every week.
You help your uncle jack off a horse?
Right. Craig says Doug and I had plans for Gate 8 and 2 Pro, and we weren't saying shit until after the comp. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
But then Rob wouldn't change our score after we got through the gate.
okay, but
But yeah, that's part of it.
that's part of it.
Yes.
That, like, literally, you didn't say anything because you knew that was going to be possibly a make or break of if you can get through that, and the rest of us, you know, I don't know. Whatever.
And for reference, Craig and I both hit that gate too, so it didn't help us.
Jordan's just over here looking at me like I'm a fucking asshole. He's like,
No, I just don't understand it. Like I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna run my race regardless of whether I tell you to turn left at that gate or you have to just figure it out yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm still just gonna go. I can only do what I can do. I don't understand. Like I'm not gonna try and. It's not necessarily like handicapping somebody else, but like
I'm not handicapped.
no, but like I don't understand like at a comp where you're not like.
Yeah.
Okay. You just looked at it like I was completely stupid.
No.
You're like, hey, you idiot, you probably ought to put gears in that or something. Like, God damn it.
No, I was looking at the space in your shaft. There's like not a lot of.
It doesn't move, and it only goes one way. It's already fully compressed, and it's battery
Okay.
died. I had to shave it down. Okay, so there we fall back to, you can say whatever you want to, but for me personally, I damn near know for a fact if you give me and you and Doug the exact same truck, the chances of me coming out on top are not fucking high.
I mean, everybody has their day.
Cool. Yeah, okay, but what I'm saying is,
You got it, buddy.
yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, I mean, not that I have like low self-esteem and I'm gonna go Chester Bennington myself or anything, but like, facts are facts. You could give me and Kidder and Kevin all the same truck, and I know where I'm coming in. It rhymes with tree and free.
Todd says you only got him by a minute yesterday. What'd you say?
Turd.
No, I said third.
Yeah, Todd said you only got me by a minute yesterday. I'm knocking on the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
No problem, Mark. You know, not your bad. You just
No.
didn't know. You're new.
No
No
don't,
problem.
Don't take any of our conversation
No.
when you bring something up.
The shirt was
That was
Your
the
first-
original shirt.
that was the original
Yeah.
first design shirt that came out.
No, this is the second one. Hammer Down and Steer was the first one.
That's
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that one, and then
So yeah, no problem.
the one I'm wearing here.
Hey, if you got more ideas, just keep them coming. Maybe you'll end up on a shirt.
Yeah, no shit. I have a bunch of shirt ideas, but every time I get shirts, I end up getting too many, and I spend like $700 on shirts. And then my dad gives them all away when I sell trucks, and then I make like $4 on shirts.
Eric said Jordan is the guy who wants a participation trophy. Everyone has a winner today.
That's fun.
I guess I like, as competitive as I am, like I'm not gonna be a, and I'm not saying you are a dick,
I don't
but
really
like
care.
I'm not gonna be a dick and be like, fuck yourself.
I'm not doing like elitist gatekeeper. My viewpoint comes from,
I'm not saying like you necessarily, but like that whole mind. I don't understand that mindset.
I told you, I'm not going to teach you how to box so you can punch me in the damn face. That's my whole thing. Like, I'm not going to tell you how to kick my ass. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Hey, here's my weak point. Okay?
Right, no shit. When
Okay.
I swing right, I drop my left hand, so just blast me in the fucking jaw. Nope.
Jason says, by the way, who won WeRock?
Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I got Pro Mod. Brett from Brazen Scale took first in Unlimited, and
I was told yesterday I got second in
you
stock
might have
class.
gotten first.
Todd and I are sharing first and second.
Yeah.
We got 1.5 both. We both get participation trophies, and we're sharing. To make
No,
sure-
you both lose.
That's fine too.
There's no first or second.
Okay. I went home and told Lid I got first loser all day, both classes.
8lug says, Chester yourself done got me rolling. Jason says, shirt idea. When in doubt, throttle out. 8lug would take a shirt. Craig says, don't forget to make me a fat kid size shirt on the next one. I will make sure I get it from your dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah. Buy a truck, get 3 free shirts and a sticker. Thanks, Dad. I just lost $4 on that truck
And a cream pie.
and a cream pie. You're giving away those cream pies,
Ricky Bobby, if you're second, you're last.
basically.
Jason said, I don't want you to teach me how to box. Just tell me if this hurts.
I'm gonna go wash my hands after all this grease, and then I'm gonna smash some of those cookies.
Todd says you got first by time.
Okay.
While Matt's gone, I'll continue on the I don't understand it. But like, I guess my thought is, if I'm helping you, like, hey, do this on gate 3. Realistically, you're probably not necessarily competing against me,
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
which is why we help Matt every day.
Hey, Matt, take this line up here, bud. You got it, buddy.
Oh, dirty deleting.
Damn it, Bill.
Bill, put it back.
Yeah. Bill should just be on he's on the do not comment list.
Just
Blocked, banned.
Dustin wants a very large size. So he usually has up to 3x.
Yes. Jason, if I knew anything, I would just make suggestions instead of fully helping someone. Like, try different shock oils, not necessarily the exact oil weight. Yeah. But hell, none of us are experts on shock oil weight either. It's just like, okay, go thicker, go lighter, you know? Or springs for that matter. Springs make a difference more than, well, I wouldn't say more than oil.
Alright, well, that was the
No.
one you said what now?
He's an idiot.
Oh.
I mean,
For sure. No, I mean,
Oh, well, I said
True story.
my last point on the I don't
Participation.
understand. Yeah, the participation trophy. Ultimately, if I'm helping you, not actually you, like
oh,
if
no,
I'm
you
helping
don't help
somebody
me.
with, hey, go here on gate 3, I'm probably not actually competing against you.
Maybe. That depends.
the person could take that as, try this way, and I'll try this way. So there's two sides. Yeah. It's like, okay, is he really helping me, or is he telling me to go this way so I fail? But then you have to look at, I guess that's where the person in question that you're trying to help kind of needs to realize, I guess, who has been around the block or who sees the line better.
That's the number one.
You need to realize who has actually given you helpful information that knows what they're doing versus, hey, I didn't make it this way, so you try it that way.
Yeah. I saw a post on Facebook I commented on because the guy was like, how do I learn more about crawling? I'm new to this. I said, make a post, let people answer, and don't say anything. Whoever has the laugh reacts and people making fun of them, don't listen to those people. Listen to the people that, like, when if it's painted orange, then obviously that's probably your answer. The guy's going, you know, like, giving some random ass answer and people are going, you're freaking stupid. Like, you're gonna, I think, especially if you're doing it that way, I think you learn more what not to do than what to do. And it's weird. It's weird watching people follow the exact same trajectory when they get into crawling. Truck goes up, 140,000 millimeter shocks, biggest goddamn tires you can find, links like this.
Check out my flex.
Why does my shit tip over? You need to lower it back down. Well, it's stupid.
Yeah.
But there's a little tangent, but whatever.
Dustin needs a 5XL tall.
Okay. I'll remember that.
Tent? I mean,
That's special order.
I can get it, I'm sure.
Bill says the more I got rid of, the more there was room for new. That is part of the rabbit hole. Craig says, I get that, Jordan. Also understand Doug and Matt's point. Sometimes you gotta hold something back. I'm still very new, but I feel like I have learned so much and am competing very well in my first season. Again, I appreciate all the help I've gotten this season.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think
Don't worry,
that's-
Craig. I'll continue to help you.
Fuck you. But that's why I was saying I don't know how to say this without being an asshole, because I don't want to say I hate helping people, like I'm not going to help you. That's not true. For me personally, and I'm sure these guys can both attest to it, how you approach me and the tone you approach me in 1,000% decides how you're going to get me.
100%.
Right. If you come to me going, hey man, I don't understand this, like, can you please help me? That's going to get you much farther than, you know, whatever.
Tell me what's wrong.
Yeah. Hey, tell me what's wrong with this truck. Well, fucking you can't drive. Kiss my ass.
Dustin says for his shirts, he buys his own and then has someone else put his stuff on. Todd says that's the way I walk the courses. That's why I walk the courses with Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin's another one that's been around forever. Yeah.
Kevin's a good because he doesn't comp drive, so he doesn't care what you do as far as how well you do, but he knows what he's doing. So listening to Kevin makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't give a shit what you do.
Yeah.
He's just trying to help.
And he's one of those that started when you had to make your own stuff work.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been there on making his own stuff. Mark says there's always gratification in sharing some tricks of the trade.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean that's how the hobby's going to keep going. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't hold everything back or something's going to die. Thank you for the words, Logan. He says these three guys will help
We're assholes.
you with whatever they can. It's up to you to drive the truck.
Yeah. There's that too.
Yeah, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
It shoves its head in the water though.
Yeah.
It has no option. It'll drink it its lungs or down.
Can
stomach.
you?
I don't know.
Did you just like taking the horse?
Get in there, damn it! Macho man.
Drink, dick.
Real quick, Dustin. My aunt and uncle own the print shop that I get my shirts from. I can get shirts way cheaper than you're ever going to, and order that size. So you don't have to do that. I'll just tell you what you owe me.
$500.
Correct.
1 million.
I'm gonna eat this because it's an even number cookie, and you guys can fight over that.
Nope.
Or you can split it and have participation trophies for both.
Can we hold the middle and we both start on either end?
Hell yeah.
No.
Go ahead, Jordan. I'm done. I'm not
That's why
eating.
I'm not going to tell you how we baked them.
I bet in the oven.
In the air fryer?
Can you do that?
You can.
I'd be down for that.
You can also cook a steak in a toaster.
Oh,
Yes, I've done it.
Why?
Because I saw it on a reel, and I was like, no way. So
way.
I went to Walmart. Yeah, I was like, what? No way. So I went to Walmart. I bought a $10 2-slice push-down toaster, and then a package of steaks.
Okay.
Because quality, Walmart steak.
100%.
And
I put my shoe in the toaster, put some A1 on it.
put it in there, shoved it down. It took like 2.5 turns on, I think, at the highest setting. And it browned up. It cooked the center. It was good steak. And it took a lot less time. I was like, hell yeah.
And then you threw the toaster away?
No, I still got it. I washed it, and I still have it.
How'd you wash the inside of a toaster?
In the bathtub.
Oh, no.
I learned from Lincoln Park.
Oh, jeez. It was educational.
Oh,
Lyd and I watched a video the other day, I believe. They were cooking a steak in a pizza oven.
Really?
Bro, that looked delicious. It was like 45 seconds on one side, 45 seconds on the other. Butter it, and like it was like if you want it rare, it's 42 seconds because the oven's like 850
It's so quick,
degrees.
yeah.
But like if you want it medium rare, it's 46 seconds. Like if you want it medium, it's 51 seconds. Like it was.
Jeez.
I mean, you screw around and you got a well done steak, 10 seconds.
Jeez.
But the crust on it looked
I
like
think we left off at Eric.
the crust on it looked like the consistency of like a potato chip. He ran the knife across it and it was all crackly, and I was like, "Oh, that looks fire!
Wow.
Fire!" So Lyd was immediately on Amazon like pizza oven.
Pizza oven.
How big do we need? And I was like, I don't know. As big as what's big? How big do they sell them?
Eric said, bottom line, the better truck got there faster and easier was because practice, and then more practice and tweaking. But my driving style and tweaks might not work for you. So practice it is.
That's a very true statement as well.
Yep. The way you drive, if you have finesse or if you just hammer down.
Who would do that?
You guys,
There's also gratification when you learn it yourself with no outside help.
right?
Mm-hmm.
True. Craig said, I see how different driving styles make different lines, and parts are going to make a big difference between
the
different
dogs.
drivers.
The dogs?
I don't know what they're doing.
I bet Keely still has her hoodie on.
She put him in a sleeper hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After this morning or this afternoon.
Dustin says, well, when I'm ready to get more made, I'll get with you then. And he said, I've seen a guy on TikTok that cooks food in hotel bathrooms. It's pretty disgusting. Is that the guy that uses like the fucking hairdryer?
That sounds like
Yes.
some bullshit.
He does
Back
that,
when-
or he makes different concoctions in the sink or something. Yes.
Ew.
Yes, I've seen that too, and
Yuck.
no thanks. I'm not making anything in a freaking hotel.
That sounds like something my dad would say. He's like, back when I traveled and I was working construction, I used to use a hair dryer. I cut it open and use the hot, like, to cook a cheeseburger.
I had a can of Dinty Moore that I put the hairdryer under to heat up.
Dude, we have an oven at work. I don't know if I've ever talked about this. We have an oven at work. Like, you heat it up to get the bearing races out.
Mm-hmm.
This guy I work with, he'll take a can of soup. It's like 460 degrees or so 475. But it's baked in like old oil and shit. And he'll just stick it right in there. He'll pop half the top, stick it right in there. 20 minutes later or whatever the hell, he pulls it out and he's like eating, and I'm like, no, that's like
Gross.
that oven smells from like here to the fish tank. You can smell burning oil. It has to permeate that soup and just be. Blech.
Dustin says when he's ready, he'll get with you to get
Already
some
got
made.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, if you need shirts done, I can always get
And then
them.
we got both
Got
of
the next
Dustin's.
one. Okay. Well, Logan said he cooks their steaks in an air fryer.
I've heard of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think the majority of our air fryer gets used for pizza rolls.
Oh yeah. Pizza rolls and fries. That's what ours is.
Costco nuggies.
Dino nuggets?
Boneless wings.
Deinosaur nuggies?
No, just regular little nuggies.
So
The Costco ones are good, by the way.
Jordan and I enjoyed some saucy nugs from Wendy's
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah?
Yes.
We saw you over there when we left.
Did we both enjoy them?
I enjoyed them going in my face.
Oh.
The buffalo this morning had the bubble guts. I did not feel good.
Did you go to work?
Yes.
Okay.
I got up 45 minutes early and spent 42 of it in the bathroom.
Jeez.
Just going, God, just kill me or do one way or the other. I don't care.
Go get it. Go find it.
We don't know.
Get it, boy.
We don't know.
Apparently, we missed a comment from
There's a
Dustin.
comment of mine you missed.
Jason says he can cook steak on his exhaust manifold.
Hell yeah.
I think I've seen them before where like they're shoved down the stacks of semis or like army trucks or something. And
Uh-huh.
like just let the can just stick in there for a while. And then it's like when you're ready, just floor it.
Yeah. I know, I'm sure you've seen where they, like, you can put like a whole dinner around the carburetor on like that's how they use
In
it.
foil or
Oh,
something.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's apparently 4 people shot.
Hell yeah, brother.
What? Where?
Hold on.
Oh,
less-
this wasn't Dustin's comment?
No, less than a mile from the house.
Oh, okay.
Good thing we're in the basement.
Breaking news.
Yeah, no shit.
Report of 4 people shot. Back in the neighborhood, right over there.
Were they selling drugs?
Also, apparently 4 people were shot, and there's an armed suspect loose less than a mile from the house.
Cool. The one day I don't bring my gun up here.
You need one?
I might borrow one.
I'm searching for Dustin's. I got all the way back to like where we're talking about the shirts, and you need a very large size of 5X.
I went all the way back up to where he greased his first 10-1.
Oh, okay.
You're full
Yeah.
of shit, Dustin. That's what they're
Yeah,
saying.
when he's ready, he'll get with you. I already said that.
Uh-huh.
Seen a guy on TikTok cook
He said there's
steaks.
3 in a row. I think he's full of shit.
I think so, too.
Lies.
You missed the first one. Okay, so there's 2 together. Please hold. We're going back to.
Or you
Please,
can just
Dustin.
type it again. That would be better.
Jason said I can cook a steak on his
There's
exhaust
one.
manifold. Logan said Jordan does live in the ghetto. I really don't.
Yeah, not really.
On this week's Monday Night Live, we sit here with
Doctor.
ARs and shotguns.
Yeah. I mean, if you can make sure that I make it to the burb I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, I got you.
I'll just run people over.
He's horrible until he's met you a few times.
Yeah, I have no idea.
We're back to MIP tools.
Unless it didn't come through.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it didn't come through 333 on our side.
Yeah. Or, like I said, you could just retype it, and we could go over it now.
Level 4 body armor. Fresh out.
Back stock, back order.
Craig said, BRB, I gotta fix myself a cocktail. And by cocktail, I mean straight whiskey. Dustin said, if anyone needs help talking to Matt, let me know and I'll send Piper over. He will gladly talk to you instead of her.
That's funny.
If that was a comment, that's the first time it's come through.
That's funny.
I have no idea. So yeah, so that's pretty cool that there's a armed suspect.
So I won't be going home that way now.
The road's probably closed. There's 4 dead people.
Well, so it's the neighborhood, like the first neighborhood on the other side of 135. It was the citizen alert.
I normally go all the way down to, was that
Drive?
Bluff, and then over to Southport.
Over to 37.
Maybe you go down 135.
Yeah, yeah. Or just back up 31.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, full circle. Back to paint
Back
chips.
to paint chips.
I'm just.
Sniff
You
'em.
guys are talking about driving home and looking at Dustin's comments and stuff.
Are we? Are you Midwestern goodbyeing it?
Do we start now? Well,
You're the
guys,
one that said we were
I'm okay for right now.
ending early.
My coffee is definitely kicked in, and we're good to go. I'm gonna need to get up early and
I
go.
grabbed the gear. We're going.
I'm gonna go back to Starbucks in the morning for sure, but. And then what's really cool is I got the kids by myself tomorrow, so it'll be. They might go to bed at 7:30 tomorrow, but then
So you can go to bed at 7:45.
yeah, 7:32.
Oh.
NyQuil for everyone.
You guys are asleep. Me too.
Yeah, usually Sloan and I fall asleep early, but
What time do they get up for school?
Holden gets up at 5:45,
Oh,
6
God.
o'clock for whatever goddamn reason every day. Reese will sleep forever. If it's dark, like if she sleeps in the littles' room, it's really dark in there, she'll sleep forever. 10, if you leave her alone.
Nope. I know my alarm goes off at like 5 till 7. And then I know her alarm goes off at 7:15, but I don't think anybody ever gets up till like 7:30.
I've already been
Aren't you at work at 8?
at work.
I
Like,
am. Yeah.
how long does it take you to get to work?
Like now that Worsville's open all the way across, like 20 minutes.
So 35. I guess 25 minutes to get ready is not that crazy.
Yeah.
I get up at 5:10. I'm out the door by 5:20, and I'm clocked in about 5 till 6.
I can get up and out the door by 7:15, so 20 minutes.
Fuck, my alarm goes off at like 5:50.
I swear to God,
Realistically, I'm
I
up
swear
at-
to God, if you tell me you have 4 more alarms, I'm gonna ball tap you.
Yeah, realistically, I don't get out of bed till 6.
I had a girlfriend that did that. and
6:20 something.
I fucking hated it,
So I have 2 alarms, but I hit snooze on them.
dude. She'd be like, "I gotta be at work at 9," and it would start at like 6:45, 6:50, 6:55. I'm like, "Bitch, just get up out of bed, get the hell up." She's like, I can sleep for another 15 minutes."
Is it set alarms at that, or is she just
Snoozing
and then
every morning.
Yeah.
So what's
God.
annoying is when you hit snooze, it's 9 minutes,
Well, this was also in like 2009.
and so depending on
2008.
how long it goes before you hit snooze, at some point, my alarms like overlap to where I'm like hitting snooze and then it just won't shut up. I'm like, ah.
If I was Haley, I would literally kick you out of bed.
Okay.
Just like put
She's like dead.
That's probably not a good thing to say on the internet, by the way.
She has her alarm. Not only does it have this stupid fucking light that lights up the room,
Sweet.
then instead of like an alarm sound, it's she told us the other night at dinner. It's like a drag queen or something that is like, "All right, ladies, it's time to slay the day. Get up, blah 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 blah," and like sits there and yells at her.
My alarm says get the fuck up.
So I'll be
Like
sitting there like
Type it out.
on the days that I'm at home, and you'll just hear it, and bitch just repeats herself.
The drag queen, not Haley.
Either one.
If you like your
Justin
teeth, it's the drag queen.
Justin said there was a road rage incident about 10 miles from him yesterday.
Same guy.
Someone shot a guy in a semi that pulled a gun on them first. He crashed the semi and it burnt it and the load of cars.
Damn.
Logan's first alarm goes off at 4:15.
Oh.
Todd is 4:30 every morning.
Mhm.
Justin goes to bed at 11 and gets up around 4:30. Get to work at 5:30. Take a nap for a few. Walk in about 5:55.
Why don't you just go to work later?
Don, he never sets an alarm, but he wakes up at 6 a.m. daily.
He owns his own business though. He can do it every once in a
Justin has a bunch of alarms with different tones and odd times that they go off, and the Dumb and Dumber sound.
Oh my god.
while. It's funny.
Made it through. Did we get them all, Dustin? Did I read them all, bud? Just want to make sure.
We'll send a couple more, just read them for funsies.
There was only 2 at a time,
Yeah, there wasn't 3.
so I don't set an alarm.
That's
Well,
one
unless
of
there's
those friends that I enjoy seeing every year. Dustin,
Mm-hmm. For sure.
go ahead.
I don't set an alarm on the weekends, but I'm still up by 7:30.
I've made it a point that when I wake up, if it's light outside at all and it's on the weekend, I try to get up. Because if I roll back over, knowing that the kids will just go in the living room and watch TV, I'll sleep till 9:45, 10 o'clock. Just being lazy.
Every once in a while, I'll sleep late like that, but most weekends I'm up. I get up, I shower, and I make my coffee, and sometime that afternoon, Haley gets out of bed. Not actually.
See, I think there's another difference between I have to shower right after work. Unless I'm in the garage or mowing or something, like I have to go home and shower.
Thanks, Dustin. He says, "Good job, guys. Y'all get a freaking star."
Whereas maybe you can take a shower in the morning and still be fine, like unless you do something crazy. Or do you take a shower at night and in the morning?
No, just in the morning.
Yeah, see, my bed would look like a oil spill.
Yeah. Well,
She probably wouldn't appreciate
I-
it.
No, would
I
be
either sit
shitty.
sit in an office chair in my middle bedroom, or I sit in an office chair at my office.
Yours is just a little small pass. Just air it out.
Yeah, no big deal.
Cool.
Do you only wear a shirt?
Just letting it sway with a shirt on in a Zoom meeting. Like, the GPS reports.
So,
Uh,
funny story about that is
TPS reports?
no. Just wearing like a shirt. So my boss. So at work we have Microsoft Teams, and so everyone has a little picture. Well, when they first got Teams, he had to. He had to put a picture on there, and somebody's like, it needs to be a professional picture, and so he was working at home at the time, so he did. He put a suit or a suit and top on, and so he has this nice professional looking picture, and he goes, I don't have pants in that picture.
Well, so Lid had to upload for the same thing basically. And apparently they're all using filters and stuff when they do that. We went to a work meeting and I've visually looked at the pictures of all these people she works with. I get there and she's like, "That's Jenny." I'm like, Jenny does not look like that on the computer. Therefore, real life Jenny does not look anything like this lady or whatever. Like, none of them look like each other.
Colorado said, "Arr," talking about the alarm sound.
Pirates?
Yeah. Mark Saxon said, "Your favorite crawl servo?" Question mark.
Oh, that's gonna be it.
Okay, what do you think about it?
Three Brothers G13.
I'll tell you what, bang for the buck, you can't go wrong with a G13.
Yes, The only caveat, if you need an LP, that drags a lot.
It is not an LP.
If you need an LP, I like the 800 from Reefs. So it would be Reefs 800 LP and this here, side by side. That's level, depending on the application. If it's just going chassis mounted, this guy.
Oh, I froze or something.
What? For once you froze and I didn't? Craig rarely sets an alarm.
It paused. Fucking idiot.
Craig rarely sets an alarm. He has to be on the southwest side of Indy tomorrow morning, so he may set one. Dustin says his girls have learned to be self-sufficient. Makes me feel like a shitty parent, but I'm kind of okay with it when I'm sleeping in.
I mean, they've got to be self-sufficient eventually. So
See, my weekends depended on how late I stay up Friday and Saturday nights.
That's true. However, I've also realized that if I stay up late Friday and Saturday nights, and then I go and I get up late Saturday, Sunday mornings, Monday is much rougher.
Yeah.
I'd rather just stay on a schedule. That way I go to work on Monday instead of being like, no.
Jason says night shower, not going to bed dirty. Rob says, sorry fellas, I'm back.
Welcome
Didn't-
back.
Didn't know you left, Rob.
Sorry.
Craig had a training on Zoom today and wore a polo and Zubas pants.
Zumas? Wow.
Colorado said one dude's in a castle, the other chick's on the beach.
What?
I don't know that one.
What are we talking about?
Ah, per citizen, shooter is down.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Ryan Davis, hey fellas, just on here for a short time. How have you two been doing?
I'm not very smart, but I know he's talking about YouTube.
Eric says, well, good night, guys. Great live as always. 3:30 comes quick.
Oh,
I meant 3. 2 is right next to 3. So.
Yeah, it is. Night, Eric.
Yep. good
See
night,
you, Eric.
I think it's probably about that time anyway, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, your battery's dying. Oh, no, that's a phone. I thought that was battery.
Rob says he's up by 4:30 every morning, usually 6 on the weekends.
Mhm.
Sounds horrible. Colorado Zoom call. He says one dude's in a
Oh,
castle and the other chick's on the beach
gotcha.
in the background.
Gotcha.
Uh,
I don't have
Dustin says maybe Rob had to go see 4 people by your house.
that. He made it home in a hurry. Put that black wing to work.
Yeah. Ryan is talking about Jordan being 2 people. Fuck you, Dustin.
So they said shoot her down. What about the one guy that's unaccounted for?
That is the
Or is that the guy that
right?
Wait, what?
you
Shooter.
said there was one guy that was unaccounted for? Is that the guy that they got?
I would assume so.
Oh, okay. Yay, see.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Levi said, I know every weekend is rough, but trail and scale Sunday. So I will not be there.
I haven't thought about it.
I don't know what we're doing.
Yep. If my kids have any say in it, we might be there for a little bit, so that way we can drive all the way up there. They can complain and we can leave.
Well, at least you got a plan.
Yeah.
Mark says, thanks for your time, guys. Great job.
No problem.
Yep.
Make sure to come back and hang out with us on Mondays.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Mark.
Yep. For sure.
Yeah, this weekend it is Andre from Scale Metal Supplies and Matt Davis who are doing the scale trail.
Yep, this Sunday, Dustin.
What?
You know, another day that you're not going to come
Because
down.
Rob's not going to be there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got plans
I
down in
was
Bowling
so,
Green.
I was so confused. I was like, why is Matt and what are Matt and Andre doing? Are we not going to Abner? Like, what? I was lost. I mean, but I'm stupid, so
I am not.
doesn't.
I'm on bathroom duty
Yeah,
this weekend.
I'm busy, so I can't help you.
That's fine.
I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. Maybe I'll build a truck or something. You know what I'll probably do? Probably build a square body. Yeah.
That'd be a new one.
You should build another F toy for the F-Toy class.
I have one. Why would I need to build another one?
You build a more like accurate representation of an F-Toy.
Dustin's like, a day I'll talk about it, but let's be real, I won't show up. Just like last time. It's fine, bud. We know you're far.
So, what exactly is wrong with my F-Toy?
I don't know. I just wanted to.
The backup one?
I have an F-Toy. He doesn't have an F-Toy.
Oh.
I didn't sell mine.
But I do remember you making a comment saying you need to build another one because there were certain things that you didn't like.
I would build another one. If I got the same amount of money that he did out of mine, I'll build another one. And I would do it differently. My wheels need to go forward. My cage is too far forward, so I need to shimmy that. Or cage needs to go back, however you want to call it.
Craig's saying he's not sure he'll make it this weekend. He may go to St. Louis to see his grandkids.
There you go.
Logan is doing paint on 6 things.
Sounds like no one is going.
Levi needs to pick up a trophy and owe a friend a TNS day. Trail and scale day.
No. I was not sure what that is.
What the heck is an F-Toy? Is it a 1-to-1 scale? So, it was originally, yes.
Yes.
It was a WeRock class that was designed to be budget friendly. You took a Toyota pickup truck frame and drivetrain, and there were a couple companies that made a tube buggy that you welded onto it. So they all look almost identical. You could add a few extra bars here and there.
Yeah, you couldn't really do much.
Otherwise, it was Toyota axles. Like you couldn't run, I forget whatever fancy Toyota parts. Teleguide would have to help us there.
You had to run Burfields, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, you had to run, but you could mix and match. So like you could buy an '86 frame because it was made for IFS and it has more clearance or whatever, and put axles from a '94 in the rear and a '78 in the front, and like,
But it was all leaf sprung.
yeah, they all basically look exactly the same. The difference being, like,
Oh fuck!
What?
Jesus. So apparently, it was a husband that killed his wife and kids, and then himself.
Is it okay? He's dead. Cool. Oh, so shit. That was Debbie
Yeah.
Downer over here.
Fuck.
So like the difference would be some of them had full side pails. Some of them, like the Marlin crawler, I believe, had like diagonals, and then a big triangle in the middle
Is
that was
mine,
clear.
is mine close enough to be in?
I doubt it.
Dustin said he's got 3 cables made for someone's dad.
Don't tell me. Tell him.
It's a shame they haven't come up with some way to ship things.
It's a shame that my stepmom works up there, and it's not my baby.
You're right, it's not.
Maybe.
Close enough. You get the idea.
Easy.
So this one's not finished, but that's kind of what they looked like. So you had a leaf spring chassis and a tube cage that was welded to it.
Mm-hmm.
Where does one buy an RCF toy? Not from me.
You can't. You have to make one or have someone make it for you.
So I built one originally just because I thought it would be cool. And for whatever reason, earlier this year, leaf springs got popular again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I built an F-Toy, and then we went to Beat the Creek, and Andrew from Eastern RC.
Eastern RC swapping shop, I think.
Yeah.
It's got a long ass name. I wish you would shorten it.
He decided that he needed it a lot more than I did.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Good night,
unfortunately,
Ryan.
I sold it.
All right.
So then I've talked about it since May that I wanted another one. So there's my next one.
Dustin says, so I can run a full steel frame. Another project I'll never do.
Yeah.
With leaves. Make it even worse.
Yeah. After doing it, this is not a beginner level truck.
No.
There are a lot of things you have to take into consideration. A lot of things you have to figure out. Not easy to just throw together.
Correct.
And mine doesn't look completely proportionate and correct because I did a little bit of map proofing.
Exaggerating?
No.
Map proofing?
I already like my first one more.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Why
I mean, you don't really have a lot to judge it against. I like that bar.
The dash bar.
Mm-hmm.
So the original one, the A pillar is back further, and it cleared the transmission.
Okay.
That was not going to clear the transmission. So
So is it by fluke that the A-pillar moved forward?
No, it's incorrect actually. So he didn't go by the factory measurements, and that's why this one's wrong.
it's actually the other way around. For whatever reason, the original one ended up, those top bars were shorter.
Okay.
They
Because
were,
I kind of like the first one because it's moved back a little bit further.
yeah. So this one is more correct, I think, in that.
More gooder.
More,
This one's more gooder.
more gooder in that aspect. My lower like door bars, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think are long enough. It's like
Yeah, there's too much space between.
I have really big wheel wells.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think it looks good. But
Go ahead.
not being correct versus looking good is definitely a hurdle you have to overcome.
Yeah.
I like the extend cab look. Because I don't think that was on your other one, was it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah,
See, I
they're
thought
all
it was
like,
just standard.
they're all like that.
Rob said might have to make one this winter. It uses frame rails, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's VS410 rails, but in order to make the leafs work the easiest, you widen the chassis.
Mhm. By a substantial amount.
It's 12 to 14 millimeters.
So this, right? Whatever the
Yeah.
hell that is. Yeah, 14. Because mine's soldered in. So the first one you built used spacers, correct? You had spacers between the skid and the chassis.
Yes.
Whereas I drilled the holes out where it was friction fit to put the tubes in there. And I actually brazed the tubes in to widen everything to connect it. Just for a little bit of strength. I put bars down here on the leaf mounts. Once again,
Mine will get that.
yeah,
Map proofing.
yeah.
So, and I'm not even worried about it as far as like a strength thing. But
Also
I noticed,
slide better.
well, so I noticed several times I hung up on the passenger side, whereas I didn't on the driver's side because I had the anti-wrap bar. So it slid on that.
Use them as a slider. Yep.
Two things also. I believe we've covered one before, but we'll go over it again. These are not cheap to build.
No.
That's a lot of RC full drive parts, a lot of A&M. The mounts are probably going to be unobtainable for a while.
Yeah.
Now that JEC burned down. I don't know where all that's going. I know that was for sale. I don't know exactly how that's going. So
So I actually saw a post recently that said that it sold,
really,
but the new owner hasn't been communicating with. Who was the owner?
Jason?
Yeah, that's what I thought. They haven't been communicating with him. Because like originally, I think the plan was he was going to sell it and offer, like he was still going to be there to help
Mm-hmm.
for a time time period.
I wonder if he offered us services, but you needed to pay for them though.
And that could be.
Yeah.
Jason said, so either Matt needs to build me an F-Toy and a Pro Mod, or I need to go up to Abner one weekend when all three of y'all are there and hopefully talk y'all into letting me take pictures galore.
You can take all the pictures you want.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what it costs just in materials to build this. I know what Jordan sold his for, and they're not cheap. They're like, so you've got the fact that they're freaking expensive to just do to begin with.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of RC four-wheel drive parts, which are immediately friggin' expensive to begin with for no goddamn reason. You've basically got half of a Phoenix.
No, we're laughing. You don't know yet.
Oh, okay. You've got half of a Phoenix, plus you have to use the aluminum F10 Ts or some sort of axle like that.
I mean, I guess you don't have to.
Can you even put them on regular F10s?
Leaf springs?
Yeah, I didn't think you could.
I mean, they make, yeah.
Okay,
Make
regardless.
mounts for 'em.
But it gets away from the F-Toy.
Yeah,
The T's look the part.
they are
Yeah.
what they're supposed to be. And I mean, shit, those are, what, $280 for a pair? Something like that?
Yeah, I mean, you got $400 or $500 in.
Yeah, you got $400 easily in axles. And then you're looking at, a VFD plus the chassis. These mounts, these stupid ass front mount things are like $27 or something stupid.
Yeah.
Then you've got the A&M pieces, plus you need the SSD frame extensions. Like, I wouldn't even call it nickel and diming. It's like
No, it's
$20 you to death.
Yeah.
Everything is $25. It's just boom, 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 over and over and over.
Like as much money as I got out of my first one,
Are you level?
I'm ahead,
Right.
but it's not ahead enough that it was worth it.
Right.
Rob said, what about Twisted Diaper stuff? Does he have mounts?
I don't think he's making them.
I don't know if he's got mounts or not.
I know Andre was doing something. I don't know if it was with the T's or just the regular F9, F10s, the aluminum ones.
And the reason Jordan and I were laughing was Craig says, I will not have Matt build me an F-Toy. I will not have Matt build an F-Toy. I will not have Matt build an F-Toy.
I'll do it. And all, I don't know about that. If we could figure out mounts again, and I could make 100% sure the leaf mounts were there, I would build another one. I would probably honestly modify mine. I'd cut it off the chassis, move the roll bar back, or move the whole cage back.
So that is one thing that irritates me about this one, and it's not enough that I wanted to start over, but the front to back of the main cage is supposed to be 17 and a quarter, and it's only 17. So I'm gonna stick out one side or the other. Where the original one, the front was flush in the front, and the back hung off just a hair so that the back bars coming down to the frame
Angle.
had a little bit of an angle to them.
Yeah.
Which I really liked.
I know this probably isn't correct, but I like this better. I think it looks way more modern with A-pillar kind of farther and this little narrower and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think an F-Toy is old enough to look dated, but it's not old enough to where you're like, oh, that's vintage, I guess, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just looks out of date. It just looks like something's weird about it. But I mean, that's just me.
Jason says, Matt building pro mods or too busy? And Rob says, we could have Andre make mounts, I bet.
We can discuss that. For now, possibly. The problem being, I don't want to build you something now and then the rules change somehow. And I mean, I don't think anything that I would do technically would be illegal. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think the chassis itself. I mean, it's gonna be other dumb shit, but
Well, Rob said if we put together rules for F toys, we can do a class next year.
he told us that last year. I don't
No,
know.
he told us that at the beginning of the year.
No, that's right. He told us that, and he was like, "Hey, next month, if you guys want to run F toys and build 7 of them."
Take it easy, Dustin.
Good night, Dustin.
That doesn't. The
Crazy worst time.
problem being, like we've discussed and like we said before, they take so long to build and they're so expensive. I don't think it would be. It would be me and you, and maybe like one other person. Jason would maybe do it. Like Craig could do it. Like maybe.
Don says it's nice that you can break even when you sell, but I never expect to make money on tiny trucks.
That was not a plan.
No.
The
And had I thought more on it, everyone would have looked at me like I was crazy because I would have turned the money down.
That's why I've turned down the money on the pineapple.
Yeah.
Like,
Because I wanted that truck. I had no intentions of selling it. Like, we did take things to sell. That was not
one of them.
not one of them. I'm less upset about my 4-wheel steer buggy going down the road. But I also made more money on, or got more out of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hindsight, I wouldn't have sold the F toy.
I kind of feel. I don't know how I feel about it because I didn't go planning on selling that juggy, but I had discussed with you 15 different times
Yeah,
that with it, you and I both knowing way more now than what we did when you built that, like, it didn't make a whole lot of sense to keep it because we could do it better,
Rob says Pro Mod and Unlimited shouldn't change. Todd says he's in on the F toy class, if it is for next year.
I would have to get a price list together and even remotely think about what. I think we discussed that before.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're so expensive.
And then you're throwing another class in somewhere too. So like Craig says, it said unless we do an F toy class on a weekend, we were already doing a comp.
it would be with the
It
WeRock.
would be with WeRock
Yeah.
because it's already WeRock.
I'm not sure I have time to do another comp weekend.
No, I'm not adding any more weekends.
Yeah.
But I don't plan on running the stock class next
Right.
WeRock. So, I mean, eventually I'll probably build an unlimited buggy. But if we added the F toys, then I could run Pro Mod and F toys on WeRock weekends. And
You know what yours weighed? I haven't weighed mine. I wonder what a weight limit would be.
I don't know.
I don't know if I can't remember if being a 7-pound would be feasible without getting crazy. Because they're big, but there's not a lot of tubing to them.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of weight. They don't weigh a whole lot.
No, I mean pretty much your only metal addition is the leaves and the mounts and the axles.
Yeah. I don't know. Part of me loves building buggies and making money. The other part of me, I don't know how much I love building things. I don't want to say for other people, but hey, here's some money. I need you to build this because I've got 3 kids. I've got work. I feel bad. I mean, Craig has been great with, stuff, but I feel bad going, it's been a month. I know you gave me several $100s, but I put 4 bars on this week because I've just been so big. Jordan and I have kind of talked about that too, and I think we've included Doug, where I would rather build something, put it out for sale. If it sells, whatever. It can sit in my garage. It doesn't eat anything, and technically all I have is time, which is what you're paying me to build it. Knowledge, whatever the hell you want to call it, but it's not eating anything. It technically didn't cost me anything but time, and I can go continue building another one, put that out for sale as well. Versus here's hundreds of dollars, whatever, and then having you be like, I gave this guy $500 3 weeks ago, and I don't have shit. He sent me a picture of a sandblasted frame and a bumper. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Rob says he's sure they'd probably be 7 pounds or close.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Craig says, but you love me and I'm very patient.
I do.
Yes.
I made sure that's what I'm saying. Like, you've been very good to me, and I've tried to be very good to you, but not everyone's like that. And I have had those discussions before we even exchange money. When can it be done? I'm out. If you haven't given me money yet and you're already asking when it's going to be done and how long it'll take, I'm out.
Yeah.
You're already going to be expecting way more than I can give you. Not more than I want to give you, but way more than I can give you. Now, having said that, if it cools down and I go buy some gas and I figure out my TIG, I might be able to whip them out faster. Shit, I don't know.
Todd says he can build his own, just need rules or specs.
Specs are easy to find. Get on, what is that, Hendrick Motorsports?
Yeah.
They have a complete drawing, you just shrink it down to 9th scale-ish.
Yeah, I mean, I've got all the measurements of what it needs to be. Unfortunately, as much as I dislike the spec optic classes and stuff, like, the F-Toys are going to have to be very close to a spec class. Like,
Yeah.
it's got to be...
The real ones were a spec class.
Yeah.
They did not change. They all look the same. Other than, the one thing I noticed is, like, the vertical bars in the front, mine go like this. I put an arch to them, so it looks like you could put pod lights to the side.
Mm-hmm.
I did see where, like, one guy put verticals and then has, like, one horizontal in the middle. You've got, 4, and then you've got the winch mount on the bottom. That's little tiny things, like how you build the grill is the only thing that changed. They all are
Which
the same.
I think that came down to... That's how you were attaching the front of the buggy.
Right.
So that was something that you had to build.
Right.
So that's why those are different. The backs are different.
Right.
The main portion of the cage, like basically what I've got here, minus a few, there's obviously more that goes into the midsection, but
Yeah.
that's basically what you would buy to weld onto your, so then all of your down the sliders to attach it to the frame.
Yeah. And I believe you and I talked about this before. One of the things that I had originally thought would be maybe feasible was buy all the tubing, bend it all up to where all you got to do is TIG, braze, fit everything together. But then by that point, like, you're still gonna be.
My shit's not accurate enough.
I
for that.
don't feel good about that either.
Jason's asking, name a weekend when the three of y'all are going to be at Abner and bring some examples. Examples of what, Jason?
Theft toys or buggies in general?
So I would probably say the next WeRock.
Comp. That's first, right?
I think Comp is
Yeah.
going to be the next one.
Yeah.
that we're on.
But I'm not. I don't usually take my buggies to.
Well, if he's asking us to, we can.
I mean, yeah.
Levi says, it's my money and I need my buggy now.
Right. Jordan will nicely tell you, I have no time. I cannot get to it around it. I'm going to say, I've sent your PayPal money back. Stick it up your ass.
Yeah, like I built one buggy for somebody, and it wasn't even. And I didn't even have any of those headaches, but because I didn't want it to not be exactly what he wanted, is what killed it for me.
You built two. You built me one.
That's the only one I built.
Rob says, no jig or four-wheel steering.
You didn't want it to. What did you want to do? Oh, you didn't like all the bouncery, the double bars.
No, and it wasn't even that. It was like building my stuff. Like it, I know what I like, so
Right.
it's up here, and like I just keep working when I want to work. But like when I was building your juggy, like, all right, Matt sent me these handful of examples of, I kind of like this and that. Was he gonna like this bar here, or does it need to be 15 degrees more angled or whatever? And so like that was personal, not it was. I mean, it
Right.
wasn't anything that you had done.
Well, that's how, like, I had expressed to when I was building Craig's buggy. The way I ended up doing it was the way that who was I? Oh, it was Leif, or Leif. When he built me that Pajero, you're gonna get a 50% picture. This is the basic layout. This is pretty much how it's gonna go. This is what I plan on doing. Now is the time, like a wedding. You speak now, forever hold your peace. Because if you don't tell me now that you don't like something when it's easy to cut apart, after I brace it up, put all the stuff together, make panels for it, I'm not redoing it. And I want half down, half when I finish.
Pro mods and F toys. That's what Jason's looking for.
A pro mod's not that hard.
Jason, I would, I mean, if you're going to be up there at Abner for the next 0 through 2 comp, let us know and we can bring them. But I would say the next WeRock. Because my pro mod is done, so like that you can look at all day long. But I'm hoping by the next WeRock that thing is well on its way to being done.
I need to put an interior in mine. And put it back together.
Yeah, no dig, no 4-wheel steer, straight axles.
Yeah.
No portals, obviously. Yeah, I could put the measurements together and the drawings.
And Jason, I know you said all three of us, but I don't have a pro mod or an F toy
Yet.
yet.
Haha. He said, "I'll be there when you tell me to be there. Just hope it isn't 2 week or second weekend of the month." Oh.
Yes, Daddy. I'll be there when you tell me. It's like, I don't know when. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the dates off the top of my head.
Got me.
I'll look and report back next Monday when we're
TPS report.
Right.
my TPS report. It'll have
Mike Wazowski. You do file your TPS report.
but WeRock is usually the second weekend, so we may have to do it on 0 through 2
Yeah, I don't care.
and just bring extra trucks.
You just tell me when to bring stuff. I'll do it.
We'll circle back next week.
Yeah.
It is almost 10 o'clock.
Okay.
We Midwestern
About 45.
seeing you guys later about
Yeah.
45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Jason said, "But you're the smartest, and I kicked myself for not meeting you last scale trail day." I think he was talking to you, Doug.
It happens.
Big brain over
We'll,
here.
we'll get there.
Craig said, "I really hope Doug never does a pro mod. I will drop down a position automatically."
Well,
Well, get ready.
Get ready for spring 25.
you see this piece here? That's the first piece of pro mod.
I'm glad you know where yours is going. I don't have a clue where mine's going.
Jason said, "Plus, I'm not trying to waste your time if it's something I want." No, I mean that falls back into our earlier conversation where I'm willing to help, whenever. So
Yeah. And as far as that goes, like, you and I don't live close. If we're going to meet somewhere and you want to see something, it's literally me picking up a 6-pound truck, walking it out of my garage.
or
and just-
7 pound.
Or 7 pound. Or in the case of the pineapple, 9.5 pounds, whatever. I'm picking up a truck and putting it in the Suburban to a place I'm going anyway. It doesn't matter. The only thing I really refuse to bring would be the van, because I don't think it'll take another trip anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's too broken. But past that, like, I'll bring whatever.
The 15th is WeRock.
Cool.
I'm hoping to be gone that weekend. That's a 24-hour crawl. It's the 14th, 15th.
Thanks.
Yeah. Sounds horrible, but I'm really gung-ho for it.
It sounds horrible when you look at the itinerary of you crawl for an hour, you have an hour to sleep. You crawl for an hour, there is no good way to crawl, run back to somewhere, take a 45-minute nap, get back up, and get. Nope. No thank you.
There is a 5-hour window in there.
Is there?
Yes.
Okay.
If you run it how I think you can run it, get your running done and over with for that allotment of courses, and then go crash.
Take it easy,
because
Red
then
Ref.
there's like a 3-hour window after that of break time.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's doable.
Okay. Oh, if you say so, I'm
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Yeah, let us know how that goes.
Yeah. FaceTime me
No.
while I'm in bed going, you know what's really cool? Sleeping.
I'll be texting you like, wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
My phone's still on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
Do you know what doesn't sound fun? Is driving tiny trucks at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I wouldn't say that. Maybe it would be cool at 4 o'clock in the morning for a point.
How hammered am I?
I don't know.
If you are, you
I would
really
wanna
driving a
I
tiny
say I
truck?
would want to be way less drunk at 4 o'clock in the morning while driving trucks.
I mean,
I'd just be sleepy as shit.
no, that you stop drinking whatever you normally drink and you drink vodka Red Bulls.
No, I can't do that.
Heck yeah. I'm down for that.
Hard pass.
Oh, yay! 15th this third weekend. We'll see you there.
Red Raft, good night.
Yep.
Rob wanted to do the 24-hour, but he
Yeah.
can't. All his events are the same as Rob's.
Yep.
Cool. Well,
I think we're done.
yep. Thank you everybody for joining us. We
Thank you,
have
thank you.
Midwest and Irish goodbye or whatever the hell they do.
Jason said, Doug, don't listen to these half-assers. It sounds amazing. I'm game.
Are you going? Good night, Rob.
Yeah,
Good night, Logan.
Bye, Logan. Love you. Bye. Take it easy, Rob.
I can't go to Ohio, spend 24 hours crawling, not go to sleep, drive back home.
And go to work next.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That too.
Oh, you'd be fucked.
Yeah, I'm not.
So what is it, like midday Saturday through midday Sunday?
Starts at 9 a.m. I think 9 a.m. Saturday.
To 9 a.m. Sunday.
To, yeah, and then you figure up all the points and everything, so you can at least have at least the afternoon or midday to drive back. So,
Yuck. Hard pass. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend.
Yeah.
Right.
Levi,
I'm excited for you.
I'll let you know, Levi.
I'm going to bed. Well, I'm going home and then I'm going to bed.
Yeah, you crashing down there?
Not kidding. Who gives a shit? I drive to Berkeley to work tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, Odie.
Goodbye.